I was exonerated at work.
At work?
Exonerated of what?
Why didn't
What
you
does
just
that
exactly-
mean?
why don't you just say you didn't do it? That's a little weird way
Yeah.
to phrase that.
Yeah.
You're like,
He said
technically, I got off.
He's like, there was an investigation and I was cleared or something.
That's even
or I
more
was
suspicious.
exonerated.
Why would
That's
you
like
just say you didn't
saying-
do it?
That's like saying I convinced them I didn't do it.
Yeah, that's the weird part. Like, somebody who didn't do it would just like say they didn't do it, especially if they had been exonerated.
Yeah, and we're talking about first offender, by the way.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. Anyways, guys, let's just jump right into it. So Rocha is out here and he's ready to bring the Grogu dolls to the Mando movie. Are you guys hype?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bohemian Grove sex parties.
If I happen
Yeah.
to find a good Samaritan online, I might do a watch along on my channel later tonight. People will still accuse me of giving Disney money, even though it's literally impossible to do that and give them money. But whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got their hands in fucking everything. Eventually, some of your money's going to get to them regardless.
My point was near Florida. I mean, if I was doing a watch along at home, there's no way to do that in which right now because it's only in theaters, which would give Disney money.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
Yeah,
there's this
well,
fuck- there's
I
this
guarantee it'll be on every single, pirate site out there 3 days before the movie comes out.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about piracy, but if I happen to stumble across a copy, who am I to say what it is?
It's like, who are you to look a gift horse in the mouth?
I just randomly Googled Mandalorian and Grogu, and a stream came up of it. I don't know. I just watch movies.
I think they do that on purpose when they know a movie's gonna bomb because they could blame it on a leak.
Also, what the hell was it? Oh yeah, also, there's this guy in Darth Melvin's chat who thinks that Brian Kinnell is shilling for Disney by just talking about the movie to begin with.
Dude, people go
Well,
way too like crazy.
if you're
subdivide.
Yeah, if you're coming from the point of view where even discussing it is shilling, then you're not seeing the main picture of this side of the spectrum where we're talking about why it needs to be put down. Why we have to put this dog down. We're having a discussion about putting the dog down. That's what this discussion is.
My point, and I always say this with the games too, because it's like if you're either going to have a bunch of people who like haven't played it and are just ignorant of what's in it, trying to like counteract people who have. So then you're going to lose credibility when you're trying to like tell them the truth about it, or you're going to have like if you just completely ignore it, then it's like, well, then only the shill narrative is out there and it's going to have all positive press. Like, how is that good for making it die? Like, you need to like counteract the narrative. You can't just let it go out there and fester.
Right. Anyway, guys, let's just jump right into it. So, guys, before we do, what do you guys think Rocha is gonna like fucking say about this? What do you think he's gonna like about this? John, you're probably the guy who's had the most experience with Rocha. What do you think he'd like about this movie?
He'll probably say like, women, they're gonna love it because they have, the little cute Grogu. He's so cute. I'm totally not sexually attracted to him. But anyways, and then Pedro Pascal. Everybody loves Pedro. I mean, he's a star. He is legit Latino star. He'll probably bring up that he's a big Latino box office draw or something.
Yeah.
We're definitely gonna say, as a white passing Latino myself.
And then what else? Oh yeah, he'll be like, they only spent 160 million, so it's already profitable. So all the chuds were wrong.
160 million, bro. This film won't even beat all three Venom movies combined.
Dude, I saw people fucking saying that because they're like, oh, the budget was only 160 million, and worldwide on the 4-day weekend, it's going to make 165 million or something. I'm like, so it needs like at least 400, probably about 500 to break even. So that's not a good start if that's the entire world only makes you 160 in your opening. Like, you'd have to have a big multiplier on the, like, normally if you have like a 2 times multiplier on the opening weekend, that's decent. Like, in other words, you make this much your opening weekend. If you make twice that much total, that's like decent legs for a modern movie. And then like you want to have like a 3-4 times total if you have good legs.
Yeah.
And Mando ain't getting that because it doesn't have good word of mouth, even with shill critics.
Yeah. Anyways. Anyways, let's just jump right into the video, shall we? The John
Hey everyone,
Rocha
John Rocha here.
channel.
Just got out of seeing Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh my god, he has worse facial hair than Pedro Pascal right here. What the fuck, Rocha?
He looks like a truck driving dyke.
No, that's my girlfriend.
You mean your mistress, Johnny?
Yeah.
And you sit in the cook chair?
Yeah. You gotta call him Rocha because I didn't know who you were talking about for a second there.
Oh, Rocha, my bad. Wait, did I say John or did I say Rocha?
You just said John.
Oh, my bad.
I was like taking a second.
Yeah, we got to be clear with that one.
Thing with Ampia, by the way, you know.
Less
By the
cool.
way, he looks way more soy than whenever I left him. that pause face is like,
Ooh, yeah.
it's like smooch.
What? I don't know why, but he reminds me of what's his name from Seinfeld?
Newman.
Yeah, Newman. He reminds
Jerry.
me so much of Newman.
He's like,
I don't know
hello,
why.
Backseater.
Maybe it's because of the glasses or the weight. I don't know why.
He'd be like, hello, Grizzy. And Grizzy's like, Rocha.
Rocha, my arch
He does kind of look like Wayne Knight a little bit. Yeah, that's the actor's name, Wayne Knight. He does kind of look
Actually,
like
hang on, guys. You guys know what he looks like to me? Hang on.
But Wayne Knight is way cooler than he is.
He looks like this He looks like the Pokemon Smoochum right here.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
He's doing that smooch face.
That's usually more for Ant.
Yeah.
But unlike John Smoochum or less cool John
Smoochum.
Smoochum is useful in battle.
Anyways, actually, hang on. That's a good question, guys. Who would we consider Grizzy's arch enemy? So I have Ant. Melvin has the sex blades. Who does Grizzy have?
I'll say Grizzy's.
Who's been the most offended by Grizzy? Who's done the most
Grace
actively
Randolph.
to try to stop Grizzy?
Grace Randolph.
Got to be
100%.
somebody who's stuck with it, like, because there's a lot that he's made quit. So, like, initially, I'd be like, "Oh, Julie Louise." But then
I would say Grace Randolph, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would probably.
probably Grace,
especially on
Yeah.
Twitter. That show is hilarious.
Yeah.
And then, what's his face?
Because he just loves going in on Grace Randolph, man. He really has a fun time. You can tell he enjoys going in on it.
rephrase that.
Well,
He
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
like going in on Grace Randolph.
Not going in
Nobody
on
enjoys
it, but he enjoys, mocking her. I can
And then,
tell he really has fun.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Grace
She
is one
makes
of
it so
those where
easy.
it's like the body is fine, the face is not. Just put a
I've never
put
even
a
seen
ball
her, but
gag.
I've just seen her fuzzy ass face.
Yeah.
Because she
Put
never
a ball
uploads
gag
the
on her
fucking
fucking
camera.
mouth and bag over her face. You'll be fine.
And she puts on 6 pounds of eyeliner, so it's hard to tell what the fuck her face even looks like.
Yeah, you guys know what Grace Randolph looks like? Hang on, where the fuck is this bitch? Oh my god, you guys probably know who the fuck I'm about to pull up now here. Where the hell is her? Where the hell is
Undertaker, whenever he had a lot of makeup on in a few of his dudes.
Fuck no. Hold up.
I don't know.
You all my Gordon Ramsay fans know who this bitch is here. Hang on. It's fucking Amy's Baking Company, y'all.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
God. Oh, God. No, that
Oh,
looks like
yeah.
Charlie King. Horse teeth over here.
She looks like
She's the unholy mashup of Carly King and Grace Randolph. Yeah.
she looks like she lives in Whoville.
I don't know why,
Right.
but I thought you were going to say Grace Randolph kind of looks like China.
China.
I don't
Anyways,
know why.
You know who else kind of got that Whoville face? The one who plays Larry David's wife on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh yeah.
But she's actually hot. She can kind of get it.
Yeah.
She can actually get it though.
anyways, keep going here, guys.
Let me say this. It was a fun time.
It was fun.
Of course, that was hold on, Backseat. When you said what was he gonna his reason for whatever liking it, or my first thing was gonna say is his answer is gonna be it was a fun movie. It was fun.
You called
And
it, bro.
I didn't even get to say it. I would have called it.
Oh,
But yeah, so
fuck it.
he fucking that's their go-to thing, fun, when they automatically know
It's
Mhm.
like
shit, this
movies
shit
in
sucks.
space, y'all. It's fun, fun, fun.
Rocha's like creeping up on 60, by the way, just so you know.
Oh my god, he's that old. Fuck,
Yeah,
bro.
I know he was over 50 back whenever, like late
Ah.
2010s, whenever he was on like Collider and shit. So
I always thought he was 30. I don't know why.
nah,
Yeah.
you can kind of tell whenever he makes faces like this because he's kind of fat, so it covers it up a little bit.
Yeah. Also, whenever they say it was fun, I just immediately think to that one Seinfeld episode where George on the phone was like, "Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
See,
There's nothing else
okay,
to say but fun."
Fun.
there's
It
a
was
philosophy that somebody said one time watching one of my videos, reacting to one of my brain dead reactions when it got to the part where they were saying fun, fun, fun. He was like, I don't get this whole fun thing. He said, how do you have fun watching a movie? I've never left a movie and thought to myself, well, that was fun.
That was
Like,
fun.
fun is going to a water park or,
Yeah.
things like that, doing stuff that's fun.
Right.
Watching a movie can be enjoyable. You could have a good time. You could appreciate it, but it's not fun. So he was like, what is this fucking whole excuse of them now saying, oh, the movie's fun to get
What
them
is
to
this
get people to go
fun
see
of
it?
which you
What is
speak?
this fun you speak of? Are people dancing in the theaters and doing backflips? They got Cirque du Soleil in front of the screen.
They're
What the
like
fuck is
fucking-
going on in there?
They're like
Cirque du
fucking Mario in the
Soleil.
theater. They're just like Yahoo!
For me, the only way I can have fun in a movie if it's in 3D. If it's not in 3D, I'm just sitting there normally.
Yeah.
That's literally the only way.
I mean, comedies. I guess I could say like fun if I'm fucking
Comedy,
cracking
yeah.
my ass
Funny.
off, like I'm
Funny.
just
You
like,
can have
yeah, if
a
I'm in the
good
theater,
time
like,
watching
oh,
them. Yeah.
You know what? I feel like the reason why they say it's fun is because they get alcohol first before going to see the film.
Well, it's a lot simpler than that.
Mm.
They're just lying. It's an easy thing to say because
Yeah, then
it's
they're
not
lying.
really any sort of analysis. So you can just say like, "Well, you can't tell me I didn't have fun." So
Well, yeah.
I'm right.
Well,
Like,
Well,
it's
well,
the
yeah, we can't
easiest
say you had
compliment to pay.
fun. We can't say
I
you
mean,
have
you
fun.
can have fun. I mean,
I can't judge what another person considers fun, but all I can say is fun to me is like living life, not sitting in front of a screen. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
but-
you can enjoy it, appreciate it, and have a great time, but there's a difference between that and fun.
Yeah.
like
You know
said,
what I mean?
Like you said, fun is like going to an amusement park or some shit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not. It's not fucking.
Yeah.
And
sitting
that's
in
what-
front of a. It's not sitting at a theater.
Scorsese predicted it. He said this Marvel shit and all this shit is nothing but a big roller coaster. It's an amusement park for people. And now look at all you hear is fun, fun, fun. And what did you see in all the amusement park commercials back in the day? Fun at the water zone. Come down to Fun Park. Come down to Fun Zone. This and that. Blah blah blah. So he wasn't wrong. When everybody was mad at Scorsese for saying that, he wasn't fucking wrong.
Even video games are fun. Even some video games are fun. But even then, I'm not gonna be like.
Well,
yeah,
video games, yeah, that's different.
Video
'cause
games, you're
Yeah.
playing.
You're
so.
really putting your brain and
Engaging
effort
it,
into it, and
yeah.
you're engaging.
Especially a
Yeah.
VR game. To your point
Yeah.
about the 3D movies, it's like you're actually doing shit then.
Exactly. It can be the shittiest VR game. I'll still probably have more fun than watching a green
Disney
alien
Star Wars.
puppet do shit. Oh gosh.
Anyway. Anyways.
Yeah, did it need to be a movie? Maybe not. Was it a whole season?
Didn't need to be a movie. Maybe not.
So you're gonna start
we
like
did
that,
not need
being
this movie.
So we already know it sucks.
Right.
Thank you.
Fun first. He got
Thank
the
you.
one out of the way so that you didn't have to listen to the rest.
To anyone
Yeah,
watching,
thanks, Rocha.
to anyone watching, if you want to show a child, a modern day child, a fun space adventure that's not Disney Star Wars, just show them Power Rangers in space. You'll thank me later.
Yeah.
Either that or Lost Galaxy.
Yeah.
Fucking show them Starship Troopers.
What?
Or
That's not quite even the same
Spaceballs.
genre. I mean, they are in space, I know, but I just mean like that's a whole other can of worms as far as what kind of thing the movie's going for.
Anyways, let me go back a little bit. He was about to say another point there, and I cut him off.
Did it need to be a movie? Maybe not. Was it a whole season condensed into a 2-hour movie? Yes, absolutely.
So good to know. It sucks.
Yeah.
So basically, we have to binge watch an entire season in the theater. Is what you're saying?
Oh no, Neuroforeman! No! Don't worry. Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau got your back. They made this movie completely standalone, so you could jump into it without having seen the show, which is the main reason you'd even watch this movie in the first place.
It also means that it's incredibly shallow because you don't need to have any investment in characters that have had 3 seasons. I mean, we already knew The Mandalorian was super shallow, but like they're just kind of admitting it because they're like, oh, you know how we built up these characters for 3 seasons, supposedly, like if we were good storytellers, and now this is like going to be like continuing their arcs and everything, and logically, nah, fuck all that. They're just blank templates. We have cute Yoda and guy with cool armor. Okay,
He's
that's all you
literally-
need to know.
He's literally telling his viewers to not ask any questions, just
consume product and then get
excited for the
excited
next.
for next product. Yeah.
So I heard that this is that they're trying to like make people not think about season 3 and Boba Fett and that shit when they watch this. So they're trying to go the route of making it seem like this is a continuation of season 2, even though it chronologically takes place after season 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're gonna leave a lot of shit out that happened in between season 2 and the movie.
Just thinking of a fucking Mark Wahlberg in The Departed, whenever for Filoni answering any of these questions, he's like, maybe, maybe not. Maybe go fuck yourself.
Literally, Grizzy's whole point. You gotta have a lot of normies who didn't watch Mando's seasons 1 through 3 or the Book of Boba Fett to go watch this bullshit.
Yeah.
And even then,
If you're a fucking normie, why the fuck are you going to watch this in the first
Exactly.
place?
Exactly.
Because Star Wars, it's got spaceships and lasers and cute baby and stuff. That's why.
Because
Well, Briscoe, did you have any other thoughts on it?
On this piece of shit?
Oh, I wasn't ready with this button last time, so that's why.
Anyways,
Well, I would have said more if you said, yeah, this piece of shit.
yeah. Anyways, keep going.
But in the end, I really had a good time. I had fun.
I had a good time because of course I did.
now that I can kind of find believable because sometimes I do have a good time at the cinema. It's like my only free time out of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
entire
but
week.
a
But
good
to say
time
it was
is
fun.
I didn't have a good
Fun.
time at Last Jedi, I'll tell you that.
But to say it's fun, what does that mean? But what does that mean to you?
See,
Oh, these guys
that-
don't
that's
even know
what
what
they
fun is.
really
That's
be
how much
saying
of
is it's a good
grifters
time.
they are.
With this one, I think the critics are going to be divided overall, but the kids are going to love it. And I thought there was some good action.
Yeah, bring your retarded kids to see this, so that way you can basically shut down any argument and say, "Well, my kids enjoyed it."
This was Rocha's face when he heard Backseater use that R slur just now.
If you want to lower your kid's IQ,
Excuse me?
Yeah.
He approaches you in the grocery store when he hears you saying it.
R-word slur.
I'm like, oh, I'm sorry that I used the retard slur. He's like, ah!
Again, just
Yeah.
show your children Power Rangers in space. That's much more
But
better.
Power Rangers is old. This is new. Kids want new things.
No, they fucking don't. Kids don't even watch TV anymore. All they do is
they have no attention span
Okay.
whatsoever.
Kids, I
Exactly.
mean, technically, if you show somebody something for the first time, it's new.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
True.
And also, I'm actually like less pessimistic about I think there's shoveled shit that's meant for short attention spans because production studios want to make stuff shorter, spend less money, and yet charge just as much for it. So basically, I'm like, hey, if you trust the kids and make good shit that's still like a 60-hour JRPG or something, I can guarantee you it would sell.
Yeah.
Even for these child-minded adults who think that Punisher One Last Stand was some kind of work of art when it was complete dog shit, like that was meant for people with no attention spans. That was meant for people who don't think deeper and just want to see some quick shit and get some quick nostalgia references, and that's it.
That's like the same excuse that like Triple H people use for Triple H's storytelling. They're always like, "Oh, well, they can't do long stories because people don't have the attention span for it." I'm like, no, they're just not good enough to write those. So
yeah,
it's just a piss poor excuse to blame the audience. Like, oh, they don't have attention.
And it's kind of disappointing because John Bernthal wrote that, and you would think like he would like. You know what? When they say John Bernthal wrote that, I think they're just saying that to make fans think he wrote that.
Yeah, it's like saying,
you know what I mean?
Was involved with the One Piece live action. It's like they literally use that.
I think they're just using his name so that they could like say that, okay, well, it was his first time writing a Punisher thing. Give him some slack. You know what I mean? Like when really it was all their bullshit, because you could tell that was 100% some bullshit Disney ass shit.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, let me go back a little bit here. All right.
They're gonna love it, but I thought there was some good action sequences throughout this whole thing. Yes, some plot holes.
I love the children.
Oh, there were some plot holes, but it's okay because it was fun.
Plot holes.
Literally just ignore and consume.
Saying there's plot holes isn't a good thing. He says, yeah, there's some plot holes, but you don't say but after you say there's some plot holes. You say there's some plot holes, and then you would elaborate a little more that, it kind of affected the movie in this way without giving out spoilers or whatever, but that way and that. Like, but you don't say there was some plot holes, but overall, I fucking I was jacking off the whole time.
There's some fucking plot holes in John Rocha's fucking brain.
Rocha, isn't this whole video is to point to like sell the audience to watch this? Why would you mention plot holes? Why would you mention that?
Why would you, bro?
Why would you say that?
That shows how unbiased he is. He said that that it was like a season squished into, which that's not really even an insult, I guess. So
he never mentioned what those plot holes were.
But that's why he throws the butt in there real quick and changes, because it's a diversion.
Yeah, he was vague enough with what constitutes the plot holes in this movie, so that way they could easily be written off. Yeah, there's some plot holes, but they weren't that big a deal. They didn't ruin the story. It's okay, bro.
Yeah. It's the classic, I think I've said it on this show before, it's the feigned like objectivity. It's just like, oh, see, I'm not a shill. I said this negative thing, this like super vague and quick negative thing. So that means that I'm neutral. Well, no, if you're saying one negative thing about a 1 out of 10 show, then that's not you being neutral. That's you softening the blow and doing the bare minimum.
Yeah. Anyways,
some of the threads you can probably pick out in the episode, like
or whoever's coughing, mute.
The Florida man is fucking huffing that bong there, bro.
There you go. Now it's just like sucking an air dick. He's like,
listen, man, my fault. I forgot to mute. I can't listen to Rocha without smoking.
Get an edible, New York, Florida man. It'll be healthier for your lungs. Come on.
Yeah. Anyways.
So, like, endpoints if you are a keen watcher of the show or a keen watcher of these Star Wars.
There are no keen watchers of, and other than the shitting on it, there are no keen fans of The Mandalorian.
There ain't no keen watchers. There's peen watchers.
It's either you're a fan of the show or you're not.
Yeah, you can't be a keen watcher and be a fan, because as soon as you're a keen watcher, so like the 1%, you're like, wait, this show doesn't make any fucking sense.
You fucking out of there.
I've watched a movie before. I know that this show is shit.
I'm a keen watcher of The Flash before I found out it was absolute trash.
Oh yeah. Oh, you should be a rapper, man. Listen, anyway, fucking hey, yeah. I listen, I fell for the Flash too, man. I stuck with it till Crisis of Infinity War or whatever.
Yeah.
Infinity Crisis, but I checked out after that.
It depends who's doing the Flash. Like if it's Sydney Sweeney doing the Flash, then I like it. If it's like Grace Randall.
Oh, imagine Sydney Sweeney running down the street like the Flash. Just imagine the fucking buoyancy.
I was thinking of the shitty effects where he's kind of like standing still but still running fast in the TV show where he's like, shh.
I mean, I'd rather have that effect than fucking Ezra Miller. At least,
Yeah.
Oh, where he does his like flumpy slow run. Where
Oh,
his
God.
hands above him, like,
Yeah.
Looks like he's trying to climb out of quicksand.
it's so stupid.
so fucking ridiculous.
Anyways.
I found myself having a good time and laughing along with it. Like Sigourney Weaver, really enjoyed Pedro Pascal. I like a lot of what
Oh,
they
yeah,
did.
with a little
Oh, of
rolled R
course.
on his name. He's like Pedro.
You called it.
Pascal.
Pedro.
Who called that? Who called that? Who said that he was going to say Pedro?
Oh,
Was
I knew he
it?
was going to mention
John.
Pedro because he's a Latino
Yeah.
crazy dude.
Uh,
Virtue signaler.
yeah.
This guy's a fucking tool.
I know.
You can't
God.
say that.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
Well, he
predictable.
just did.
Oh no, wait. I'm sorry. He's a fucking retarded tool. There you
I-
go.
Yeah, there you go.
Even
Uh,
better.
Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're a retard. Ooh, got him.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Faced.
Fall back into the crowd of all the black guys going, ooh.
And
like,
they notice Ricky in the back, too.
Hutt and Jeremy Allen White's performance there as well. And there are some brutal kills in the movie, but there's a lot of sweetness, a lot of Mandalorian and Grogu, like bromance type stuff going. Father son, I guess.
Wait, hold the fuck on. Let's take this back a few steps. Hold on, take a seat. Take a seat.
Take a seat right over there.
Right over there.
Over there, please.
Now, what are you doing here?
They just get any of the Disney adults as they're entering Mando and Grogu, and they're just like, take a seat. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to my seat. It's like, no, sir, take that seat.
What we're witnessing is a person who is like actively a part of grooming culture, Disney's grooming culture. No, it's not a joke. They're actively trying to groom a generation, like generation after generation.
You know,
And he is one of the people who's aware of it and actively takes part in it by doing shit like this and saying the things like that.
Somebody needs to make a compilation of like all the creepy shit these fucking weirdos have said over the years.
Florida Man does that a little bit.
Yeah. Listen, I'll get back into some of that. I'll get to that eventually. I'll get to Rocha. Right now, I got some shit I'm working on for Harloff. I was gonna take a little while before I can get to it, but it's gonna be fucking great.
Yeah. Dude, yeah. Also, so not only do fucking Mando and Grogu start a romance in this movie, but they also have a ton of brutal kills in the movie.
And it's family friendly.
It's family friendly, y'all.
It's for the kids.
It's for the kids.
For kids.
For kids.
It's grooming, man. I'm telling you, if people can't see it, they're blind.
I like how they only care about grooming if it's like a dude who wants to date a chick who's like 3 years younger than him. They're always like, oh, that's grooming. But then whenever it's like actual pedophilia, they're just like, no, that's okay.
Hey, age ain't nothing but a number.
For kids.
All of a sudden,
Stuff going on there and some sweet moments as well.
Silly rabbit.
Overall, I think if you're going to have a little bit of fun with Star Wars,
Silly
you don't want to
rabbit.
think too
Grooming is for kids.
Yes.
It's like,
Silly
wait,
rabbit grooming is for kids.
Silly Rocha.
Yeah.
much about it. I think you're gonna have a good time with this one, but I know some people
No,
are
I'm
gonna
not
be really
gonna have a
upset.
good time with that.
Yeah.
Silly faggot. Dicks are for chicks.
He said an F slur.
Yeah, but he doesn't consider himself gay, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's true. Wait a minute.
But then he'll start doing all that weird, crazy fucking trans fucking chicks or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Oh, just ask them to make out with one to prove that they really believe that. They're like, oh, really? You think they're women? All right, well,
You think they're women?
go fuck
Hey.
them.
Yeah. You know what? I would challenge you. I would challenge you. I would give you all the money in my bank account right now if you could get one pregnant. Go
Calm
ahead.
down,
do
Darth
it.
Angel.
Yeah, Darth Angel's
Oh,
yeah,
you
Darth
get one
Angel's
point,
gonna
and I'm
break his
sorry, I
whole
should've-
piggy bank for you, Rocha.
Should've
Yeah.
let him
No,
finish.
they're
I thought-
women, right?
they have
Yeah.
they have what do you call it? Fucking backup for that as well. They'll just fucking fuck a trans man or whatever and say, "I did it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trans woman.
Or just do what Pedro and
Not me.
Stephen Colbert
Sure.
did and just have two straight guys kiss each other. Yeah.
For bravery.
Oh my God. They're not straight. If
Some
you
people
kiss
on the
another
internet
man, you're
thought it
not
was-
straight.
Yeah.
Some people on the internet thought it was retarded, so that just proves how much we needed to do it to defeat hate.
Oh God. These fucking retarded motherfuckers.
If literally everyone in the world doesn't like my idea, that means I needed to do it to defeat hate.
Yeah.
It's
Nah,
funny
I'm
how
with- nah, I'm with-
culture
I'm
is
with Kane
deciding.
on this.
Yeah.
Embrace the hate. Yeah.
It's funny how the world is coming to a conclusion that these people are no longer wanted or needed or necessary or valuable. And they're like banding together as we are the saviors of media, even though we're all getting fired. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
to me, that
I can't
is just
believe
fucking
that, like,
hilarious.
AI and
They're-
COVID
they're-
caused this. Meanwhile, it's
They're
just them being
milking it to
stupid.
the very end. That's what they're doing with all this Justice League 5 thing they got going on and all of that. Whatever it is with all of the news anchors together, Kimmel and Colbert and all of them. And
Well, they
it's
already
like,
tried
the
that
fuck,
during.
dude?
They already
Like,
tried that, and nobody watched them. But
Yeah.
your careers are all down the drain, dude. This is a last ditch attempt to like show people that you did something when you did nothing. Like, it's
Yeah.
really fucking pitiful, bro.
So, yeah, remember,
I
guys-
just saw a video the other day from like back in the day when Kimmel was on the Man Show, where he's like right up against this chick's ass with his face, and he's like making all these faces and shit.
back when he was a man.
Yeah, but yeah, remember, guys, keep calm and embrace the hate. It's
There's
really
a reason
easy.
you can't find certain episodes of the Man Show on the internet because they they got rid of those. They made sure nobody sees Kimmel saying the shit and doing the shit he did on that episode on that damn show.
Anyways, we got Active Threat here. What's up, Active Threat?
Wait,
Yeah.
hello? Am I in this shit?
You
Yeah,
win this shit.
You're on right now.
What's up? So,
What's
what
up?
are y'all talking
A very
about?
clear microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you do. Nice.
Yeah.
So what'd you want to?
This is
I
nice.
know you've been wanting to like talk on stream for a while. What about, bro?
So personally, I want to talk about Gundam. Okay, Char's counterattack fucking sucks. Okay, any of you seen it?
No.
I've only seen Gundam Wing, and that was whenever I was a kid.
I've never seen a
God
Gundam
damn.
anime in my life.
I've never seen a
okay.
gun. We've I don't think any of us have seen Gundam.
I was
Yeah,
into some Gundam when I was younger, but it's been a while, man.
I watched to the end of that because I know I saw Endless Waltz. They had like a movie to conclude it. Anyways.
Oh, okay, we can
That's-
talk about Star Wars.
All right.
I've never seen a Star Wars movie, so
Okay.
Shit.
can y'all
we
give
got-
me
okay.
the lore
we have
rundown
such
of why we
sights
hate
to show
Japanese
you.
Oh, so we get to fill you in, man. You get to
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
all right.
Here's- you want to
Nice.
start? So
I
you
just
wanna
know
go-
that apparently Critical Drinker is a fucking retard. I don't know. I've never watched.
He
one of his
is,
videos.
yes. He really is. He
Um,
likes Andor. Yes.
Mm.
Oh, do you guys hate Andor?
We absolutely hate
I
it.
don't
Very much
watch
like
any of those shows.
I never.
It's so
watch
boring.
Dragon Ball. That's all I watch. All I watch is Dragon Ball and Gundam.
All right.
Damn.
Damn,
Yeah.
son.
Well, that means you got some good shit to watch then, and some
Yeah.
horrible shit if you want to watch the Disney Star Wars too.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, don't pay
Good
for
for
that.
you.
You
Yeah.
really shouldn't.
Good for
I
Well,
don't
you.
like Disney. I think they're
finally-
just a bunch of kikes. So wait, can I
Well,
say?
Hey, watch A New Hope. That's the first Star Wars movie. See
Yeah.
that one out. It's really hard to find. It's kind of obscure, but you know, you can check it out and see what you think.
Okay. See,
I know it's
oh,
old.
That's the-
Some
yeah,
people
that's
went
the
into
best
old
way to
shit,
go.
but, you know.
If you like that and you decide to keep
Picard in that
going,
one?
What's that?
Is Picard in that one?
Yeah. No, it's Picard, Kirk, and then they team up with.
Oh, I like the Kirk
that's funny.
So,
Any. No,
so as I can see, you guys are going through a Holocaust level event here.
Oh my!
Except I guess it's actually happening this time, unlike last time.
Oh shit! What's the Holocaust level event?
I don't know, just Disney owning Star Wars.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm very much an outsider to this whole thing,
Disney actually did take part in the Holocaust, by the way, if you're unaware of that.
How can they take part in something that didn't happen?
Oh damn!
Oh.
Bring it in. That's a classic hot take. I haven't heard that one in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some historical records that proves it happened.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, if it did happen, it was only like 271,000. I'm just saying,
Well,
like,
I've heard some people say like, "Oh,
Well, the
you know, only
numbers
ones who
were
died
fudged. I
because
won't-
the
I
US
won't-
bombed them or something." And I was
Listen,
like,
I
oh.
won't lie. If you look at the amount of people who lived in Germany at that time, the amount of Jewish people who lived in Germany at that time, compared to the amount they say that died, the numbers do not add up.
Well,
It's
it
like
wasn't
by a
just
large
Germany. They
margin.
took over a lot of countries.
I mean, and even in those countries, all the countries they took over, if you add it all up, it's
and
a
it was
huge
also
gap.
gypsies and gay dudes and everything else. So.
Yeah. And those
Yeah, but when
damn
they say-
I know
gingers.
Israel always like, yeah, they probably killed gingers too, but I know the Israelis are always like, oh, it was just the Jews. I'm like, hey, come on, include the rest of us now.
But it's weird because you know there were black Nazis, there were Arab Nazis, 12 factions of African Nazis.
yeah, that was really when, like, I think they started going downhill.
That's why, yeah, you know your history. Yeah.
I think they started going downhill.
Well, I mean, even the South, whenever they started losing bad enough, they were like, oh, fuck it, we're going to hire black soldiers. So we know this goes against everything. Like, we ran out of other people, so.
Can I ask you guys a question?
What?
Yeah.
Did the Jews get y'all and take y'all's foreskin?
No.
Well, the Jews do pay me a lot of money.
The Jews didn't do it, but some fucking doctor in New York did it.
Yeah.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
if
you
it's a
kinda
doctor
sound
in New York, that's
Jews,
like
I'm
double
not shocked.
Judaism, right?
At
there.
least he didn't need it.
So my favorite pastime is, like, because I'm not circumcised, is just putting a Zen up in my foreskin.
Oh my god. Hang on. Say that again. Say that again.
I put Zens in my foreskin.
Okay.
The foreskin awakens. The foreskin is with you. The foreskin is strong. The foreskin is strong with this one.
Oh yeah.
I'm just picturing.
So I have
Picard,
seen one
like,
Star
saying
Wars
this
movie.
shit.
I thought it was pretty alright. I think it was The Rise of Skywalker.
Oh yeah, that's the best one.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
knows that.
Hell yeah, brother.
Well, no, John.
Legitimately,
Are you
I
done?
know nothing about Star Wars, bro.
Well, no,
Yeah, I
John.
know.
The best Star Wars movie of all time is obviously The Last Jedi. Come on
That's
now.
debatable. I mean, obviously, Last Jedi easily top 3. Obviously, the sequels are the only good ones because those other ones
Disney.
are
Yeah.
old and shit. And,
Retard,
like, yeah,
and I
it's
watched
Disney, our
Anthony
Lord and
Gordon
Savior.
Yeah, Disney, man.
Yeah.
Anthony
And every-
Gordon
Lord
is my
Disney
favorite
stars would have
YouTuber.
died.
Yeah.
And every other IP Disney has owned can never compare to the brilliance of Disney Star Wars. Power Rangers, get that shit out of here.
I was
We're
tired
watching
of
real
so you
man
always find a way to
stuff.
bring up Power Rangers.
I know.
I just think he's fucking retarded. Can we kick this guy out?
He's one of the team. What do
Wow,
you
he
mean?
came in here and immediately tried
How
to start. a
dare you
feud.
use the
He's like the
R word in here.
NWO.
No, I'm not trying to
Man,
start a
King.
feud. I just don't like. I don't like Power Rangers. Sorry, not Star Wars.
Alright.
Oh, damn.
Oh, we're a Power Rangers hater.
We could stand the Holocaust denial. We could stand the.
But we will
whatever-
not-
But wait.
Power Rangers
So
hatred.
even as a Gundam lover, what is it that makes you hate Power Rangers?
I don't-
Yeah, don't they all
Yeah,
have
yeah,
giant
yeah.
robots?
I don't particularly hate it. It's just that, like, I watched it when I was like 2, and now that I'm a grown ass man, I don't particularly have an interest in watching it.
Yeah, that
Power
was like
Rangers
me with
is
Gundam,
alright.
where I watched it as a
Probably
kid.
that's partly-
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying, like, Power Rangers probably partly why I like Gundam today. It's because it's
Aha.
Power Rangers, but like it's like Power Rangers after it hit puberty, you know?
It's
King
like
fucking
Power
man.
Rangers, but instead of their regular suits, they get into giant robot suits.
Yeah. So, wait, what's the whole like hatred for Andor?
Oh
It's
my
not
god.
specifically Andor. It's just the fact that Disney itself owns the IPs now to major fucking franchises and is running them all down the drain and laundering the
Oh,
shit out of all the fucking money they're wasting and ruining the franchises that people love.
Well, it's
Simple
Andor
and-
specifically.
simple and
It's
plain.
so slow. It's so tedious to get through. It's so artsy fartsy when it doesn't need to be at all. It tries way too hard to be prestige television. It rips
I
off
thought it was way too pretentious. I had to make it feel less pretentious. I had to watch it with Japanese dubs, with the Japanese voice dubs, so the actors weren't putting on extra whoa, and look at me and look at us and I'm acting so serious.
Hey,
and
New York, Florida, man.
No, the Japanese dub was like, oh, so what? It was like it was very subtle, and they were speaking very calmly, and it made it so much easier to watch, like a million times easier to watch. The pretentiousness of the acting pisses me off in that show.
It rips off concepts from the EU. It acts like it cares about the EU, and it really doesn't.
Oh yeah, it's like there was a Gorman massacre, but now we're gonna have another one, I guess.
Yeah. What the hell else was there? It's a story that doesn't need to exist. It doesn't expand on anything. Doesn't add anything meaningful at all. It's useless in that regard, and it has so many people who just love the show when it doesn't deserve it at all.
I mean, Rogue One already happened. We know the ending.
Yeah.
But is it expanding upon something that wasn't previously expanded upon?
No.
I mean,
I'm asking, like, I'm trying to like feel this out, right?
I don't think
it's
it
not
is.
like a pretentious Jew like Florida man over here, but I'm not trying to.
It covers a story that has been covered. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have the game for it. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Fucking Dark Forces, where they already have the story of how they found out about the Death Star and shit, which is all that Andor is about.
Well, Rogue One at least, and Andor's the lead to that,
But
which again
saying,
doesn't need to happen.
So John, would you consider yourself a pretty big Star Wars fan?
As far as like knowing EU and shit, I'm pretty novice in that. As far as the movies and shit go, yes.
I'm more of the EU guy in this group here.
I mean, I've read some.
Well, I'm
of them, but there's a
asking if
lot,
the only
relatively.
like place where this story has been expanded upon is in a video game, right?
Well, that's
Movie
some
guy.
novels and comics
Okay,
too. but-
so I figured it out. Arctic came in here because he is an Andor stan. He's a
I've
standor.
never
Well,
fucking
hang on,
seen
we
it.
don't know
Yes,
that
you
yet.
have.
Hang on,
Yes,
don't go through
yes.
that shit yet.
You think
Hang
I
on.
wanna give
I
those
see your
fucking
line
Jews
of
that gives them
questioning. I'm reading through your line of questioning, bro. You're
Hang
not
on,
fooling
hang on,
anyone.
hang on.
You're not fooling me, dude.
Pike. Okay, so shut the fuck up.
Oh shit.
I ain't shutting the fuck up. If anything, you'll get kicked off the fucking stream before I
Look,
shut the
I'm
fuck
trying
up.
to ask questions and you're being fucking
Yeah, well,
accusatory.
watch your fucking mouth when you talk to me.
Watch your fucking mouth when you talk to me.
Yeah, watch your fucking mouth when you talk to me.
It's a New York
Because
accent.
you would
by the
never
way. It's not
dare
a
have
Jewish
any.
one. I
Yeah,
don't
you
know
would
where
never
got
dare in
you.
your life speak to me like that in person.
I most definitely would.
No, you
Hey,
definitely would not. I can tell.
Some New Yorker Jew.
Yes, you're already stuttering. You
Wait,
definitely are.
I have one more
Yeah, it's
question
because I'm
for
fucking
I have-
retarded and I'm
I
trying to
have-
speak.
No, it's because you're scared of thinking about it actually
I'm
happening.
scared of this little kike,
I do have
guys.
one question for Active Threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think
What's up?
everyone with a New York accent is also Jewish? Because he clearly
More
just
than
has
Yeah,
a-
are you retarded or something?
A little bit.
No,
He
sir.
doesn't even have a big nose. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it looks pretty big. It looks pretty big.
Wait, what did you say?
His nose
I
looks
got a
pretty big.
fucking
Oh,
Jesus
damn.
piece on it. No, he's over here calling me a fucking
he's in
kite.
disguise. He's one of those Judeo-Christians.
Yeah, I'm one of them
Yeah.
fucking Ben
Okay,
Shapiro's.
And
Anyways.
shut the fuck up, New York. whatever the
Anyways,
fuck you are.
active threat. But
Okay.
the story has already been told in books, comics, video games, and RPG source books. So there you go.
I mean, I
a
get
lot of
that because I'm saying like the reason I ask is it's like so.
Because you're in here just to fucking defend Standor.
I've never fucking watched it, you dumbass.
Yes, you did. You're here trying to fucking.
I've literally never watched a single Star Wars movie in my life. I'm not joking when I say all I watch is Gundam and Dragon Ball.
You are so full of shit, you
but you
troll
did
ass
know Star
motherfucker.
Trek.
You,
You said Picard.
Well, yeah, I know fucking Star Trek. I know Star Trek because my fucking dad watched it.
That's not Gundam or the other one you said.
Yeah, I know
But
other
yeah.
things, but like
You've
I don't
been
know.
caught
I
lying.
can't have like I cannot talk to you about like the events of like I think the first one's A New Hope or like Revenge of the Sith. Like I know the movie names, but I don't know the events, right? So like I can tell you that like Vader is Luke's father.
Just look
I
up
can tell you
Slave
that,
Leia
like-
Bikini. That's the most important plot point.
But like
but you're asking a
Isn't
lot of
Andor
questions
some
about
blue
Andor.
isn't Andor some blue bitch?
Nah,
Or-
you're thinking of A-list Korra. Very easy to confuse the two. One is
That's
a
Liara.
I don't know.
No,
I
he's
don't know.
trolling. He's trying to act like he don't know.
Active threat. I can tell you the easy way to identify Andor. If you ever see, like, you know, if you happen to run across something on TV or something, he goes like this, and he says every line the same, and he always just says "Bix." He's been in these fights since they were 6 years
Son
old.
of a bitch!
And he does every single line the exact same way. That's how you can tell who Andor is. in
But
the
yeah,
story.
active threat. Yeah, the story that Andor supposedly tells, the show, already happened in books, comics, games, and RPG source books. So there you go. Doesn't even.
Okay.
Boom.
I
What a
can't
story,
tell.
Mark.
Oh, no.
Anyways.
See, like I'm asking, and then I'm being accused of defending this show when
Well,
I'm
he
just
answered,
trying
yeah.
to like.
That was only one person who accused you of that.
Yeah.
It was,
Yeah, because you're specifically asking about that show when we're talking
Well,
about
because
different
okay, to
things.
be fair, my introduction to Backseater was his video on Critical Drinker.
gotcha, gotcha.
That's why I've literally just been like lurking around y'all's channel, and I found it interesting.
All right, you
I'll
smelly
be
fucking
fair.
kike.
Like, I'm not Jewish, dude. I'm German and Spaniard. You fucking. I'm not even.
So
But I'm
you are
saying,
right.
like, I'll be fair, I was originally going to come on here and troll y'all. That's why I opened up with talking about Char's counterattack. But then I was just like, nah, I
know.
kind of want to have a conversation with these guys. That's why, like, I'm asking.
All right.
Like,
Yeah.
the thing is, you guys hate fucking Anthony, whatever that faggot's name is. So we can get along on something.
Grambulia.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that fucking turd bucket.
Anthony,
So we can get along on
Why would
something.
you hate him?
I just think
Yeah,
he's
but really
retarded.
nice. He's a really nice guy, John. Don't you know?
Yeah.
I have a family. It's true.
I'm
I'm
The thing
pulling out.
is-
It is fun
I struggle
clown
to
on them,
believe
though.
any bitch would let him fuck her. I
No.
really do. But then again, I
Uh,
think about it. It's like Boogie2988 has a girlfriend, and he's like
They're-
fat and disgusting.
You know, women do
so-
have horrible judgment a lot of times.
Yeah.
So, especially
Yeah.
ugly
Yeah, repeal the
bitches,
19th.
so-
Plus, sometimes money's a factor.
Yeah.
All right,
there's
so
something we
act-
can agree on.
So active threats. So I already listed off where that story has already been told. What was your follow-up point on it now?
Well, I'm just saying, like, so my original statement is I don't see that the story already being told is necessarily an issue, right?
I would
Now,
like
if
them to
you
adapt
said-
that story into, if they're gonna do something. I mean, I actually don't because I don't really trust Disney with any actual good material to adapt it. But if I were the head of Disney and I wouldn't have thrown out all the stories.
You were the
I
head
would have just studied them. Yeah, Juju Abrams over here. No.
So I'm saying, like, it's because, like, I'm trying to understand y'all's exact issue. Is because Backseater, the only thing that I think I've seen you on is I think you went on a Kinoflex stream.
I have been on his channel before. Yes.
Okay.
He knows.
So I saw you on there too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Me
your
and Kino
entire
were
argument-
buddies.
Yeah. I'm not. I think Kinoflex is a cool dude. Haven't really talked to him, but
All right.
I'm saying, like, all I've seen your argument is that because it's Disney, it's instantly bad. So I'm trying to get you to
Yes.
expand upon that
Mhm.
because that's not really an argument.
Well,
We're
it's because
anti-Disney here.
well, it's just because it's like Disney has more or less failed on every front that they could with Star Wars. That at this point, it's completely useless giving them any more chances. You know what I'm saying? They
Well,
can't. like the sequel trilogy, and now more recently, Mando and Grogu, the sequel trilogy and the 2 story films they made, they show they can't make movies. And on both the animation and live action front, they can't make good shows. They can't make good books, as seen with the Aftermath trilogy and everything else after that. They can't make good comics, because with shit like Shattered Empire or whatever. They can't make good video games. Yes, even the Cal Kestis games and the Battlefront games they've made suck. They can't make good anything. So, like, what point is there even in, like, giving them a chance anymore?
Because... Like, and being fair, if they make something good, they should be praised for making something. Like, because I haven't seen the show. I want to clarify before this kike starts going after me. I'm not defending the show. I have literally no opinion on it, right? But if they make something good, don't you think that that's a reasonable argument to say, why is this good and everything you else make utter dog shit?
Well,
But is it good objectively? That's the question.
I don't think it's good on its own, right? I actually watched the whole thing and like.
Yeah,
I've only
commented on
seen
it,
season
but-
1. John's seen both seasons.
But in your hypothetical, if they ever were
Yeah.
to like make something good, my point would part of saying that it's Disney and therefore it's bad is that it is in the Disney continuity timeline, and therefore whenever we say a franchise is like fucked beyond repair, that's like the definition of that. Like it's so fucked beyond repair that like having something, you're just thinking of the next thing that's coming, even if like some scene or something is good, or like there's a good, it's like, oh great, like there was a chocolate chip in this pile of shit. I mean, are you going to say the chocolate's bad, or are you just going to say this doesn't really matter?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. So, like, Dragon Ball, right? I think of the 5 series it has across its run. 2 of them are pretty dog shit, and 3 of them are some of my favorite pieces of media, right?
Are you talking about
what's the
GT and
second? What's
Daima?
the which
No.
two are dog shit?
Super and GT fucking suck. Super's not as bad as GT, but GT's fucking is god awful.
Yeah, Super's just heavy on the member berries, so I get like it's a lot of just recycling.
And literally, like, I feel like the people only remember GT was for Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
Yeah, literally the worst design
Yeah, with his
transformation in
furry
all of
growly
Dragon Ball.
voice, and he somehow gets pants out of it. I don't know why, but anyways.
So okay. The thing is, Daima, I actually rewatched that during the things I'm doing in my life, because I don't put my life
Ooh,
out
haven't
there.
seen that yet.
Daima's really fucking good. It's only 20 episodes, but like you're talking about like a very high, like
Good
every episode of that
animation,
in animation,
pacing.
storytelling, character, like it's everything I love about Dragon Ball in a nice little package with like good little bow on top. I love Daima. Daima is my favorite thing Dragon Ball has put out in years. It's probably my favorite thing of Dragon Ball. Like I like it more than Z currently at this moment in time, which is personal bias, but still.
Hey, what's your favorite one though?
My favorite series? What do you mean? So it's
Well, out of the 5 Dragon Ball series, what's your favorite series?
My favorite thing in all of Dragon Ball is specifically the Second World Tournament from original Dragon Ball. I think it's a great series of fights. All of them are really well choreographed, animated for the time, super fun storytelling. There's a super nice moment of Roshi passing the torch to the next generation when it comes to his fight with Tien. And I literally have a tattoo from when Tien uses the solar flare on Goku and he grabs Roshi's glasses and he does the thumbs up, right? That is my favorite. That's my favorite like run of Dragon Ball. If you're going like full actual saga from start to end, like consistent high quality, it's going to be the Saiyan saga. You're going my favorite show as of this moment, it's going to be Daima. Admittedly, there's a little bit of recency bias because I just finished rewatching that like a month ago, so it's fresh in my mind, whereas I haven't really rewatched or reread Dragon Ball.
Hold on, shitbag. You're boring the shit out of me. Give me a second over here. We're over here trying to make fun. We're over here trying to make fun of John Rocha. If you're gonna join in or not.
He just asked me
hey,
a question, you
that is the-
dipshit.
Yeah, I know, but you're dragging on. You're dragging on way too much, bro. You're dragging balls.
Because
Come
I'm
on, let's
giving
keep
him a
it moving.
fucking explanation to the
Come
question.
on, you fucking dirty skank.
Unlike you, I like to actually engage.
Yeah, but
in
make
the
it quick and to the
conversation
point.
and not just
Get to the
fucking,
point, though.
interrupt
Get to the
people.
fucking point, dude.
Get to the fucking point. I was getting to the point, then you interrupted.
Come on, man. We're trying to do something over here. You gonna join in? You gonna make fun of a fucking show with us? Or you gonna fucking sit here defending what the show's doing?
I'm not defending. When have I defended it?
Well, active threat. If you want a good show, I do recommend Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. That's a pretty good show.
So anyways, active threats. So to sort of like tie this back into Star Wars, it's like,
Yeah.
so like, what was your point? So like, you were going on
Okay,
about
so
like,
my original point before he asked me that question. I'm sorry, Florida man, that I answered John's question. But my
Thank you.
my thing is, I think that 2 parts of Dragon Ball being shit kind of leaves, especially because one of them is the most recent ongoing part, kind of makes it seem like the entire franchise is a pile of shit. I think it's leading into a pile of shit, but like at the same time, there's still been diamonds amongst the rough.
Well, as a fan of both of those, who has kind of ever since Toriyama's death sort of saved Daima, because I don't know, I just sort of like want to watch it at some point, but it was kind of hard. But anyways, basically, like, that's not nearly as tainted as someone who has experienced both. Trust me, it's nowhere near as fucked as Star Wars. Like having
Hey,
too many
you're
member berries is
elaborating
like
too long. Florida man's about to get mad.
as Macho Man Randy Savage would say, that the problems with Dragon Ball are a grain of sand, whereas Disney Star Wars is the entire desert.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Does that
Like,
make sense?
I would rather
that's
watch
fair.
GT over in a loop than watch anything Disney Star Wars
And I
related
hate
ever
GT
again.
more than most. I feel like some fans after Super started getting way too forgiving of it. So I can
I
say
didn't-
confidently that like GT, it's like 100
At
times
the very
better
least,
than
GT
this
has the
Disney
baby
Star
saga.
Wars. Yeah. Oh yeah.
GT has
didn't
higher
really-
peaks than Super.
Yeah.
But Super is
Yeah.
It
consistently
was
a better
trying new
show.
things. Yeah. So it
Plus,
actually-
active threat. Correct me if I'm wrong, but GT is like completely non-canon, right? Like I know that they're bringing
Well-
back bits like Super Saiyan 4 and whatnot, but the whole show is non-canon, right?
Toriyama said
It
it was a
was
separate
canon for a
timeline.
time, and now it's not because there was a actual continuation.
Okay,
by the
right.
original
right.
creator. It'd be like if George
Yeah.
Lucas came back and said, "This shit's not canon. I'm gonna make a new continuity."
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
pretty
So GT is easier to ignore because it's not canon, but in Disney Stars, everything they've made is canon. Andor is just surrounded by all this garbage, and no matter the fuck what happens in Andor and its sequel movie Rogue One, it doesn't lead anywhere good because based on the Disney Star Wars timeline, the events of the OT will be undone, meaning everything that the characters in Andor and Rogue One worked for.
Actually, you might want to
towards
speed this up. Florida man might get mad and start going off.
will
on
be
you.
undone. Don't worry, I'll make anyways. So
Sorry, I'd
so-
like to have a conversation, but I don't
Yeah.
think he likes having conversations.
Don't worry, he does. Anyways, so it means that everything in Andor and Rogue One will be undone. So there's no reason to get invested in it, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
Pretty much.
The other thing that I would say is I think Andor, because everything around it has also been so shit for so long, I think it's getting the cheerleader effect. It's surrounded by ugly chicks to try and make itself look hotter.
Yeah.
And people are so desperate to praise something. And also, I think some of it is motivated by like people who have like a reputation. Some of them might just be praising it just to say like, oh, well, I don't hate everything. See, I liked this. So, I think, and I could never know that because I can't read minds, but I
Yeah.
suspect that that's what some of the praise comes from. And so
Yeah.
you can kind of fall back on that if you're ever accused of just hating everything,
Yeah, John and I even kind of talked about this when me, him, Kino, and a few others were talking about EFAP's response to my video on Drinker. But like a lot of them are also like when you think about like what they like, it's like, oh, they like it's dark and gritty. It's got a lot of espionage fiction elements towards it all, and those guys really like that level that type of fiction. So that's also like some bias, and it's like, oh, this thing is like these other things I like, which means I like it.
Okay, to be fair, we all have a certain level of bias.
True.
Sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, like I don't think like necessarily like if something just hits the right marks for someone, I don't think that's a bad kind of bias. It's just
True, but that doesn't mean it's a good show. I mean, we can think
it was
we can
more us
probably
reasoning out why they would like it. It wasn't
Yeah.
like being accusing of anything. It was just like, well, this is interesting. Like, why like this and not this? Like,
yeah.
so
yeah.
Also, again, back to the EU. Most people who like this show have very little experience with other Star Wars media outside of the movies and shows. So when they see this show and they're like, wow, this is expertly told, it's really only because they haven't experienced the other Star Wars stuff out there. So they have a very narrow like range of stuff to compare it to. So of course it's like Kino brought this up in the stream. It's like if you show someone like you, Active Threat, who's never seen any Star Wars movie, and you show them The Force Awakens, of course you're gonna think it's the best Star Wars thing because you haven't seen the other Star Wars things to compare it to, you know?
This comes up actually similar point with the One Piece live action, because that's another thing that I vehemently disagree with a lot of people who are, you know, I'm usually aligned with on.
Drinker likes that show, yeah.
Like Drinker sung it high praise, and I kind of reasoned out, I'm like, well, he doesn't know the source material. It does have a great bullet point. It nails the bullet points of the story, which is that story is incredibly well constructed. So to him, it's like this brand new thing that's amazingly constructed, and so he's going to be impressed by it. But what I notice as someone who has experienced the original is I'm like, well, I know that this story can be told 1 million times better.
Oh, he dipped out. Uh-oh.
I really did piss him off. No. I talked too much.
Oh, well. No, he says, hold on. Anyways, all right, Active Threat. We're holding on for you. Anyways,
he's Piers Morgan now. Hang on.
Hold on. Anyways, while we wait for him to come back here, let's continue here.
This one, but I know some people are going to be really upset with this one. So in the end, it'll probably be divisive. But for me, I had fun. Well, if you get a chance to go see it, let me know
Why
what
would
you
people
thought
be
about
upset with it, Rocha?
Yeah,
Once
what's the fun,
again,
bro?
Fun.
Yeah.
The key word, fun. Keep repeating it over and over and over again.
down in the comment section below. Did it work for you? Did it not work for you? What stood out for you? What didn't work for you? Love to hear from all you guys. You know that I appreciate it madly. And
Only
I'll
if
talk
it's
to you next
positive,
time.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he'll block you if it's not.
Yeah.
Another brand new reaction video here on the channel. Please remember to subscribe down below. Talk to you then.
Oh, that sucked.
Rocha, why do you have like the Apple system search bar as like your icon there, Rocha?
I don't know. Anyways, back at Threat's back. So
I'm back.
So John,
Okay,
John,
sorry.
you were talking about like how Drinker likes the live action show, even though he hasn't.
So basically, I was kind of like, oh, this is interesting. Like, why would he think this is so good? I think that it messes up on so many fundamental levels, and it's just like, well, what? Because he's got New York, Florida, man.
That's funny.
But I wasn't.
I got a fan. I got a new fan. Nice.
Damn. But yeah, basically, it's like, well, it's because he's experiencing like the actual structure of the One Piece story, which is like great long form storytelling and sets everything up greatly. Even though, but I know that it can be told. You can take the same elements and tell them 100 times better. Because I've seen it in the manga, and like, and so it's like, oh, well, like, yeah, you think it's good because all these things are new and positive to you, but you don't really realize what you're missing, or like how poorly it's done. Because like me watching, I'm just like, oh, they majorly like spoiled that plot point, like they told that in the wrong order, because like I know how it was revealed in the manga, and it was like way like. The one reveal that we get in season 2 of that show, it was like severely emotionally effective in the manga, but it was done like 200 chapters later than what it would have been in this show. It's like, and it's just the whole like order of things is all mixed up, and like they do it so much less effectively, the same story.
So I can agree with that. Because for example, my dad's friend.
By the way, you are a very handsome man. If that's a picture of you.
Yeah, that's me. So I can agree with that because like my dad's friend who isn't into anime, like he claims to be, but he's like really kind of a larper. I don't claim to be into anime, and like two of my favorite things are anime, right? He sits there and like he'll defend till the day he dies, like the Bebop live action and the One Piece live action.
Oh, what a torrent!
I just refuse to like watch them because I have the mindset of if I don't think I'm gonna like something, I'm just not gonna watch it. It's the reason why I don't watch a lot of things. It's like I didn't really enjoy any of the Ironheart comics, so I don't watch Ironheart, right?
Yeah.
Like I saw like a couple of videos discussing it. Some people much worse than others. Anthony Grimelga. So like I can get that. Is like your issue with him is that it's like he's seeing something that has such a strong foundation that when someone shittily tries to imitate it, it's still a decent foundation.
It's more of an issue with the show because I wouldn't even say that I really dislike Drink. I mean, also like Real Life Fake Wizard, I really like also like that, and yet the very video where he was praising is the one that made me subscribe to him because it's like, oh, you know what, I like get what you're saying. Like it's a well-constructed kind of analysis, even though, you know, it's just a fact. You are speaking from somewhat of an ignorant point of view if that's the first time that you've experienced the story.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people kind of fall for the PR of that show as well, where they're like, they brush off any criticism or any change as just like, oh, Oda approved it. And which is, I think is just like blatant, just like Netflix and Oda both doing PR to like try and prop up the show, put it over. And I think a lot of people take that as like fact whenever there's multiple motives for them to just lie about that. And I think it is just like them being company men, being good PR people for their show.
It's also like
both of their interests for it to succeed. So it's like, yeah, they're gonna say nice things about it.
Yeah, it's also like in Andor when they said, "Oh, Tony Gilroy, he read all these books and comics and all these Wikipedia articles, incorporate all this Star Wars lore," even though he absolutely did not. You can tell.
And even he has admitted that, where he's like, he couldn't even be pissed to read a Wikipedia. He couldn't even be asked how these characters met.
He couldn't even be asked to fucking watch or see anything else that took place in the 5 years he cares about. He said he only cares.
Since you haven't watched Star Wars, any Star Wars, basically what I'm referencing is there's a character with a droid in a movie that takes place after this. Andor has a droid, K2SO. And so in the show, he meets K2SO, but it's different than a Disney comic. So not the continuity they wiped out, but like
a comic that was a spin-off to the movie Rogue One, which Gilroy did direct. And
so basically, like these characters, them meeting had already been made. And he was asked about this, and he was basically like, "Well, no, I'm not." And he's supposed to be this master storyteller, and the character is only in like 2 scenes in the show. But for some reason, he felt that those 2 scenes were enough to justify, like, well, fuck that. I'm just going to do it my way. And it's like, it's really not even a super important aspect of the show. So he basically just like couldn't even be bothered to even slightly care about their continuity. So to me, that just reeks of laziness and just kind of like, I'm better than than the author of that comic. I'm better than everything else.
Fair, he sounds like a Jew, so.
Oh, Gilroy, I don't know.
Yeah, and
Gilroy
this is
Burns, that's a very Jewish name.
And this is a general problem with.
They had to work.
And this is a general problem with the rest of Disney Star Wars, where it's like they make these fucking books and comics, but the filmmakers and TV makers are given far too much power, and they end up contradicting them to hell and back, to where you really have to wonder, why the hell are you even making these fucking, like, these books and comics if you're not going to care about them at all?
So, you know, I had a similar feeling to that, right? Did you guys watch that Gina Carano versus Ronda Rousey card?
Yeah, all 15 seconds of it. Oh, I didn't watch the whole card. I'm sorry. I only watched the last fight. Yeah.
I watched that entire card with my friends, right? And that Gina versus Ronda fight would have been so much more interesting if they were like fucking or something. Like,
Yeah, well, of course.
Hey, I'm all for that. In like WWE, I'm always saying like you want to increase the women's ratings, you just do every pinfall. It's like strip pinfall. So every time you pin somebody, you got to remove an article of clothing. You know,
Lingerie
Yeah.
football had the
And that'd
right
be an
idea.
interesting match because you gain
Yeah.
greater mobility as you lose clothes. So it'd be
Yeah.
harder to gain a lead. You know?
Yeah,
And then-
yes. Hell yeah. Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan. Let's make it
just,
happen.
There'd be one rule for that division: Nia Jax cannot enter that division.
Yeah. Sorry.
why is
But
she, like, a
anyways,
bulldog
She's
or
like
something?
obese.
She's
She's
very
like,
fat.
they push her hard, and she's like, it's just because she's like body positive, as some people would say.
Anyways, active threat. I also checked. No, Tony Gilroy's not Jewish.
I doubt
that we know of.
He really looked it up.
But anyways, what are your thoughts on what are your thoughts on just like the fucking Disney Star Wars people not giving a shit about books and comics, basically?
I mean, like, it depends. It depends on their argumentation. If someone were to say like, I just want to enjoy things, and so they watch Disney Star Wars and they're just watching it strictly because they just want to like something, I don't see an issue with that. If there's someone like, hold on. If there's someone who wants to sit there and say like they're super into it, right? And they're this big fan and they want Star Wars to be the best it is. And if it's seriously like as bad as y'all are saying and they're not trying to like give it at least some criticism, then like, yeah, I think that's a problem. If they're not caring about where they're actively fucking up with their own universe.
Well, the thing is with that though is that like that's like really not good. And like if there was like a super fan like what you're saying,
Yeah.
where they're like, I'm gonna go at every Star Wars project and take it all in, and then you say like, wait a minute, this TV show doesn't match up with the fucking events of the comic right here. And bear in mind, Active Threat, when they got rid of the original EU, they said that everything would be equally canon. They wouldn't have the tiered system what the original expanded universe had. Everything would be 100% on even footing, and everything would be taken into account when making new stories. So now you have Gilroy over here who is actively breaking that rule, even Dave Filoni breaking that rule, and he's the guy who put that rule into effect in the first place. You got them out here breaking that rule, so it's more or less a return of the original tiered system where movies and shows are on top, then video games, and then motherfucking everything else at the bottom, basically. You know what I'm saying? And the things that really end up suffering is that the overall continuity suffers because no one is giving a shit. And they have the story department. They have a whole team of editors there to make sure it happens, but they're completely useless because they're like, well, we have to give maximum creative freedom to the people who make the movies and shows. That's more important.
I mean, like, so like, I get what you're saying, and I'm saying like I do think that there is some inherent laziness with the fact that I can't agree that there's some inherent laziness of we're trying to have people in here that are supposed to be keeping like continuity right and everything, but the thing I think you got to understand is like average guy who gets off of his job, right? He liked Star Wars when he was a kid. He sees there's a new Star Wars project. He just wants to enjoy it. He just wants to.
It doesn't matter if the average guy doesn't know about this stuff. The fact that it's happening to begin with is a problem.
I agreed with you on that, but I'm saying I'm trying to sit here and like I'm saying like what you gotta consider, right, is the fact that some of the people that are praising this are just normal people, right?
It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
To what they're gonna listen to, it kind of does.
No,
But what are they going out of the way praising the TV show for, man? Don't they got a life? They're either praising it because they're getting paid to, or they're not gonna fucking open their mouth unless somebody brings it up in conversation.
yeah, so hold on. If someone's talking about this in a private conversation, right? So like, I have a friend who is at one of my accommodations that I have set up for my life, right? He likes Star Wars. He really likes Andor, right?
Okay.
Just because he likes it, he thinks it's fun, right?
Yeah.
I remember exactly what his argument is for it. Like when someone brings up Star Wars, he'll sometimes mention it from time to time. Like, and we're talking about like a blue collar dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's all types of Star Wars fans.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Is like he's gonna sit there and tell me that I should watch Andor because he likes Andor, right? So inherently, there's going to be that like this is gonna have positive word of mouth because
Mhm.
regular people are watching it, right?
Well, again, I'd have to ask, how much has he actually experienced beyond the movies and shows? Like, has he played any video games? Has he read any novels? Has he read any comics?
I
Would you assume he's just more into the movies?
know he's into the movies. I know he's into the video games, and he's
Okay.
novels.
Okay, what video games he played?
He probably doesn't know that.
Yeah, I don't know every little aspect of his life, dude.
Well, what the
Alright.
heck?
Not sucking his dick. Come on, man.
That wasn't really involved. That would be hard to
Well,
ask him while you're doing that.
Okay, well,
so.
let me ask you this: would you consider him a more casual fan? Would that just
I
be
mean,
it? Like
he
he
has
just
a tattoo. Like,
Oh shit.
okay, so you would say he's a little more involved, but not super involved, to where he goes out and he buys the newest book. Would you say that?
I don't know that much.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
I'm saying,
either way.
like,
Either way. So would you say he's a super fan then?
I mean, I feel like you have to be quite into something to get a tattoo.
But would you say
and to
he's
hold
a super
conversation
fan?
with everybody. I don't know, man.
Okay, well,
You just
either way. All
guys
right,
feel
well,
like I'm just like a slightly above average Dragon Ball fan, despite the fact that I have a tattoo. And I
okay,
own
I'm just going to
Mando.
assume that he's an above average Star Wars fan, the same way you're an above average Dragon Ball fan. I'm just going to assume that. So
I mean, would you assume
would.
I'm a above average Dragon Ball fan?
Well,
even
you
though my
just
entire
said you. Well, you
YouTube
just
channel-
said you were. Okay.
I said you could make the argument.
Okay.
Right.
Well, I'll make.
Yeah,
Well, for the
you mean-
sake of my
Yeah.
argument, I'm going to assume he is. So to that, I'd say, well, if I have a choice between the above average fan or the super fan for advice on whether this show is good, I'm going to pick the super fan every single time because he knows what he's talking about. He's experienced more than the above average guy. He's devoted more time to this than the above average guy. So like that guy should absolutely know his stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But at the same time, to be fair, I get asked about Dragon Ball because generally I know what the average person should experience when it comes to that series, right? And I sit there and I just tell people, watch. I would say like, hey, I'm not personally a fan of these things, but make your own informed opinion, right? That's my thing. right?
Okay, but what if Disney purchased Dragon Ball and started fucking it all up?
Well, I'd just fucking kill myself because then my entire life.
Thank you. Now you see where we're coming from.
There's a twofold with your
Yeah.
thing about like, oh, this is what the average person. First of all, they're
Yeah.
not a hive mind, so I think people responded to Andor in all different ways. And I would also say it had relatively low viewership, so you're getting
It
kind of a
did.
small sample size.
Yeah.
This happened with Maul Shadow Lord recently, where it was Jab Lord, excuse me, where yeah, it had like really low ratings, and yet like the people who did, because the other effect you get is that like at this point, there's only kind of people who are like not really going to judge things too harshly remaining. And
Yeah.
so you, as far as who's reviewing and who's caring about these things, you're not going to get as much criticism, except maybe from some select few, people who are like actually like bothering to document and like care still, that have disliked so much.
But I
Because
mean,
like me, I enjoy showing through the shit. It doesn't even make me like mad or anything at this point. I'm just kind of at
Yeah.
the stage of like, I like to
I like to be informed of media for one. So if I'm going to talk about it, so if I'm going to trash on something, I like to have watched it. And I go in with an open mind, but I also know what their track record is. So I'm like, all right, I'm probably not going to like this, but I'm going to check it out anyway, in a way that doesn't give them money, in order to, so that if some idiot is like, oh, it's a masterpiece and it's better than Empire Strikes Back, then I'll be like, well, no, it's not for these reasons.
Yeah, well, like, to be fair, it's like, if I think, because the thing is, I don't really like this argumentation because it's not what I personally do, but I do know some people that like do this. Is like Critical Drinker, like, undeniably is like the most inspirational when it comes to like the online sphere of like even like casually people online when it comes to like forming opinions around movies.
Do you mean not? I'm trying to think of the word for that.
The tastemaker.
Influential.
Yeah, influential. There we go.
Yeah.
So like the thing is it's like if I see a clip of Critical Drinker, let's say I see a clip of Critical Drinker saying like, fuck, what's the so I wasn't completely honest. I have seen one Star Wars movie because I was in like,
which one?
I was either in elementary school or
so you just
school.
admitted you lied.
Which one?
Well, okay.
No, he didn't remember it.
No, it's the first one of the Disney movies, the one that came out in like
Force Awakens.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I saw that with mom because everyone was telling me and my mom like, hey, it's we should go watch it, right? It's like it's a big deal, right?
Yeah, I made
watched
like $2 billion. Yeah.
Yeah. And I watched it and like as like little kid brain, I don't remember how old I was. I was still relatively young. I was like 10 or something. I don't remember how old I was, but I sat there and I like went and watched it and I was like little kid brain, like I just saw a brand new movie, so I liked it. But then like I haven't watched anything Star Wars other than like I watched an episode or two of Bad Bunch because my friend was Bad Batch. Okay, sorry.
Baby, we got Bad Batch. Anyways,
so I watched like a couple episodes with it because I was in a Discord call with my friend and he was watching it, but I wasn't really paying attention. I was playing a game off to the side, right? So like that's my like very limited knowledge of Star Wars. And like I'm saying, like I saw Force Awakens because everyone else told me it was a really good movie and it had good word of mouth.
Well,
Obviously now I'm
They said they fucking lied to you.
I get what you're saying about kid brain.
Yeah.
I do, I think,
but I'm saying like if I'm going to like, if I'm thinking about rewatching that movie, like if I'm like trying, like if I'm trying to put myself in someone else's shoes, if it's like, hey, do I really want to go watch this? I'm gonna go look at like a Critical Drinker video, and I'm not dissing on y'all, but I'm gonna go look at like a Critical Drinker video. I'm not gonna go like watch y'all. I'm not gonna go watch like Anthony Gramuglia or the Birdman or any of those faggots, right? Just because like he's the biggest guy and he's going to be more than likely, I don't even know if he's made a video. I don't watch the Critical Drinker.
Okay, so
I'm saying like good word of mouth, right, can either make or break a show. And that's where I'm saying
that's
like the average
two different
person,
things than just only watching the most popular person.
well, I'm just saying like he's going to be one of the first people that show up when you look at a video about him. Like I'm not saying this like for hard fact, but I'm just saying like a broader like statement.
I
It's
mean,
like
yeah,
the
just
fucking
factually
K-pop.
is the most popular movie critic
Yeah.
today. But what?
I'll say like K-pop Demon Hunters was a movie that like everyone apparently said was really good, and then a couple of the people I know that actually watched it were just like, this is kind of faggy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't really.
I
have a
mean,
lot
can't
of
you tell
interest
just by
in
even looking at it? Like,
Well then again, it's like, well then again, the question becomes, it's like, well, so loop back to Star Wars, is Drinker specialized enough in Star Wars to where like he is a reliable judge on it? And the answer really is no. He just all he does is that he just takes all the movies or it shows individually. He doesn't really think like, oh, how does this affect the bigger? I'm sorry, I'm going off screen for a minute. He doesn't really think, hey, how does this affect the bigger picture? How does this, tie into everything? Will this matter in the long run? Will this improve the overall state of Star Wars, Sarah? He's not really doing all that. He just takes it as it is, and because of that, he's not a good choice for a critic to do. All right, and I'm sorry, but he just isn't. And I know you're gonna. And before you say, "Oh, the average guy," it's like you should not just listen to whoever the biggest critic is. You should seek out people who are specialized in this stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean,
but I'm saying I would not actively do that.
What?
I'm saying I personally would not do that.
Okay.
I would not personally do that, but I'm saying
you should.
Well, if I'm gonna watch something, I'm just gonna watch it. I'm not gonna fucking look for other people's opinions.
And why watch critical thinker?
No, I was using no. Okay, I'm sorry.
You just said you would seek out other people's opinions to do that.
Well, more of what I was speaking on is like I'm thinking from the mindset of just like an average person.
Well, then tell that. Well, then tell that to the average person. Then
there's I don't know. There's just more diversity in the average person, diversity of thought, not the bullshit diversity, but than like most people would think. I mean, there's a lot of different audiences, and also people build up like an individual trust. I would say, as far as critics go, like you get some hive mind similarity shit going on. I know that.
Well, you leave the leftist video essayists alone.
Yeah. And it happened, to be fair, I mean, you get a lot of parrots on the right too, that people, I'm not even sure if they're real, like, if they even like
quartering is my favorite.
Yeah. If they even believe in the criticisms, or if they're just like, oh, this is popular to say, so I'll just say it now so that I can gain popularity.
So, I want to say, like, I shit on, like, specifically like the Birdman's little sector and like the Otterly Noahs and like the bars. Like I shit on them mostly, but that's because a lot of them are like pretentious cucks who think they're badass. But like there's definitely like if someone says they like unironically watch like Nerdrotic, I don't take them seriously.
Okay.
And I'm saying, like, Nerdrotic, when I look at his channel, it's just, go woke, go broke, and, like, all of that shit. I'm like, this isn't...
I would say a lot of the thumbnails, you might get that impression, but a lot of the videos, especially Star Trek-related videos, he's pretty informed on Star Trek and on comic stuff, since he owned a comic store for a number of years and knows that subject matter more well. I'm like selective as far people have areas of expertise that I trust them more or less on,
Yeah.
It's just like go to me for the best Dragon Ball content on YouTube. The actor.
Well, do you like that Dragon Ball movie, the live action one?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Evolution.
Yeah, so
I don't know what you're talking about.
So if Disney bought up,
don't deny it. Don't deny it. It exists.
Yeah, so if Disney bought the IP and then say that movie didn't exist, and then they made that movie, and then made it continuity and a bunch of fucking shows
I don't know what
out of
movie
that
you're
fucking
talking
movie.
about.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
The one where Goku slides across the car with his head. No, the one where Goku slides across the car with his head.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm looking it up right here.
Yeah, of course you don't.
But
Dragon Ball's never been live
if this
action.
hypothetical movie that doesn't, well, that's clearly AI Backseater.
Oh,
Anyways.
whatever.
No, play the scene him
Why are you
sliding on
showing
his head.
really shitty fan film?
Oh, anyway, all right. Well, look, anyways, okay. Imagine this, Agatha. Imagine if Disney bought Dragon Ball, declared everything Toriyama made to be not canon, made a fucking piece of shit live action movie that just played like really loose with the fucking lore and shit, didn't adapt at all, just went off in its own direction, and then it said, "Hey, you better like this, or you're a bigot," basically. How would you like that?
Watch it and I'd talk about.
Well, there you go. Now you know how we feel.
I'll have some fun shitting on something sometime.
Except
mostly
we watch
it's fun to shit on this
trash
shit.
We watch it to trash on it and tell people don't watch this.
Even the Dragon Ball Evolution movie that doesn't exist. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I laugh like hell. Even just now, whenever I was recounting some of the shit in it. I laugh
Oh
like hell.
man, that shit is a funny fucking
The
movie,
hand
man.
parts.
That film is so ass.
Okay, so I've played. So like, I'm not even bullshitting. I played every Dragon Ball game.
Okay.
I've at least
Well, there's a
played
Dragon Ball
some-
Evolution video game.
Well, hold on. I've played every game. I've read the majority of the manga. Admittedly, I'm not up to date on the super manga, but that's just because I've been out of money. And I don't like reading stuff online. I have watched all of the movies, including like the Dragon Ball movies and stuff like that. Like the really shitty, like original ones that just retell the original story.
Yeah.
And I and I've rewatched all of the main series at least. I've rewatched every series.
Why are you
4
listing your
times.
Dragon Ball credentials? What's
Hold
the
on.
point here?
I have seen one clip of Dragon Ball Evolution,
Oh,
and I have never played anything revolving around the games. I literally don't know what happens other than Piccolo is played by the guy who voices Zamasu in the Super dub. That is all I know.
Okay.
So I literally choose to act like it doesn't exist, and I wouldn't even watch it just to laugh at it. I just act like it doesn't exist.
All right.
Yeah, but that's what we're doing.
well, if you have
Yeah.
a good time, check it
Well,
out.
all right. Well, to sort of bring this to the stars, acting like the sequel trilogy does not exist, and all the other crap in the Disney timeline does not exist, is not going to improve Andor at all.
Well, it doesn't work anyway because they promote this shit so hard. It's in your face all the time. Every time you're searching through Google, you see ads for it. Every time you're on YouTube, you see
An
ads for it.
narrative that needs countered, like, because the thing with Dragon Ball Evolution is that like nobody's actually arguing on its behalf.
Yeah.
Like, so you're not getting any sort of like people trying to push for more Dragon Ball Evolution, whereas
no,
you
the
do
Power
get
Rangers
that with
have it.
Disney Star Wars. So
Yeah.
Oh, he said I'm a head out piece.
Yeah, I
Bye,
know.
Power
It's-
Rangers guy, I love you.
his name's
All
Darth
right.
Angel.
See you later, cockneck.
It's a person, and his name is Darth Angel.
Oh,
Anyways, what were you saying before you left?
yeah. What was John saying?
John, what were you saying before we cut you off there?
Oh, I thought I had said it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but
Oh, we
yeah,
didn't.
just like that it's an active, ongoing thing that
Yeah.
you can't just kind of ignore it like you can a piece of basically like dead media like Dragon Ball Evolution, because ain't nobody arguing for Dragon Ball Evolution. Like, there's no Dragon Ball Evolution faction. There's no like company that owns Dragon Ball pushing for more Dragon Ball Evolution and like trying to make people forget about the other Dragon Ball. So like it's like promote the real EU. That's why I like to put out reviews of the books and everything. And
Yeah.
that's what Star Wars Marvel Purist does a lot.
That's what
whereas-
I'm doing currently, but I'm taking a
Yeah.
break from the books. But anyways.
Yeah. And so it's like, you know, just have that to keep it alive. And then, you know, you also basically like from an informed position, shit on the stuff that's shitty.
Yeah.
So no, I think that's fair because I'm working. I'm trying to grow my channel. Right, I have 6 subs.
Mhm.
And I'm working on Dragon Ball GT review because the people that defend that show actively piss me off.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, so like I can understand where y'all are coming from is because it's like there's certain people that like they're trying to push that we should just go and we should turn
Consume.
super we should consume and we should turn super into basically modern Dragon Ball GT. And like we should just mindlessly consume this. Because it's like everyone's saying Orange Piccolo is referencing to Omega Shenron. But I think my issue with GT is it seems sorry, thought someone was walking into my room. So my issue with Dragon Ball GT though is it seems like y'all think that it's just shitty ideas.
Well, I haven't seen GT, so
No.
I can't speak on that.
I'm saying like when it comes to Star Wars, like I'm trying to like relate this in my mind to get a better understanding of y'all's perspective, right?
Mhm.
What it seems to me though is Dragon Ball GT, I can be fair to it and say you introduced some really cool fucking concepts, but they were so shittily executed that I can't get behind it, right? Whereas y'all seem to feel like it's shit throughout. It's not really like nothing's really worth like trying to give some good grace. Is that
Yeah,
It's kinda way-
not worth it at all because
It's
it's
magnitude's
not.
different. It's
Whatever
like,
Disney touches
I've had
turns to shit.
GT.
Hang on, what was that, John?
Its magnitude's different than Dragon Ball. Like, there's no real comparison to be made. It's man, I'm trying. Actually, it's happened with Star Trek too.
Yeah,
It's a shame you're not into that because-
the best way to sum it up is that the sequel trilogy is so bad that you just cannot get invested in anything before or after it. You can't get invested in anything before because it's going to lead into it eventually, and you can't get invested in anything after it, which is what they're trying to do with Starfighter and the Rey movie, because they're inevitably connected to it, and it's gonna have to follow on it some way. So no matter what, it's fucked. The sequel trilogy was Disney's attempt to get everyone on board in their universe, their continuity, which, by the way, Star Wars isn't supposed to have multiple continuities. Just a little tidbit there. But anyways, that was Disney's attempt to get everyone on board with it. They floundered it spectacularly. Now, there's no reason to get into it anymore. What honestly is, like, the reason to get into it anymore at this point?
Just get into the good continuity.
Yeah, the expanded universe, brother.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's fair, because I'm trying to, because I've seen clips of y'all, right? I was mainly Backseater, right?
Mhm.
But I've seen, clips, and I've seen little tidbits, and I'm going to be fair, you've come across as, a schizophrenic autist.
Because
But,
I am
talking-
a schizophrenic autist.
To be fair, I'm schizophrenic too. My name's Active Threat. The number one
Hmm.
YouTube channel on how to get put on a watch list.
Mhm.
That's where I kind of did want to hop on, and I wanted to see if I could relate this, right? I wanted to see if I could feel you out, have a conversation with you, because I was saying you sound much more reasonable when I'm having an actual conversation with you, and it's not just whatever the fuck.
Well, to
I've
be
seen of you.
Well, to be fair, all this schizophrenic autism, it's part of my gimmick. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just a threat to myself and others in Fortnite.
Well, there you go.
You know, yeah, bro, I'm goated on the sticks, bro. You need me to carry you in Fortnite, bro?
Yeah, no, I haven't played Fortnite since Since
Wow.
Jesus. No.
Literally.
Don't worry,
good at
I can get you the
Fortnite, though.
Kylo Ren skin.
I got him. Oh my gosh, thank you so
Yeah.
much. It's
Isn't he
good
your
to know.
favorite?
The
I'm pretty
hookup.
sure everyone I've seen
Yeah,
loves
Kylo
Kylo
Ben
Ren.
is, his man boobs are great.
Sure.
I've seen people say he's better than Darth Vader.
That's
Oh
a
yeah,
fucking lie.
totally. I mean, his lightsaber has like 2 more little lightsabers on it. How could he
Okay,
not
to be
better?
fair, what I do remember is that he did have a pretty cool lightsaber, but I don't know how it
Well,
works.
Like
yeah,
the trailer or
mean-
something you saw?
No, I saw
Yeah,
The
that's
the
cross-guard
lightsaber,
lightsaber is something that they also stole from the EU.
I mean, lightsabers look cool in general, especially if you're going to put
That's
some
the
money
thing,
behind
like,
making
yeah,
good effects
I'm not-
for it.
Like it's kind of the same thing I was saying with One Piece, only with you, it happens in Star Wars where it's like, well, yeah, you're going to be impressed by it because like X-wings look cool and TIE fighters are cool and
Yeah.
everything, and you saw that for the first time in Force Awakens, so you like attribute that as a positive to that movie. It's like, well, okay, they didn't throw out all the popular ship designs, but like they still didn't make that, so that's why it's
Yeah.
like I can't really give them any credit for that either.
No, that's fair. Because my dad is much more into Star Wars than I am. He's much more into Gundam than Star Wars, but that's where it's like, because my dad sat there is like, because my dad's told me, he's just like, when are you gonna like watch the movies? And I'm like, whenever I get time. So now it's like when we finish watching our Gundam series, because he's rewatching the Gundam series with me, he's gonna make me watch Star Wars, and he apparently just he's apparently like
hold
y'all-
you down.
yeah.
You're gonna learn today, son.
Yeah, well, it's
Your
It's
dad's not
funny.
John Rogan, is he?
I don't even know who that is.
Oh,
It's the man we were watching.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
You ever heard
yeah.
John the Outlaw Rocha? Come on.
Well, anyways, that's the guy's segue. So, Actor Thread, we gotta get back to our shit here. So, Actor Thread, any final words?
Regularly scheduled program.
Our regularly scheduled programming. So, Actor Thread, any final words?
Can I join you?
I mean, sure.
You're more than welcome, man.
I understand.
I mean, it's gonna be talking about Star Wars, so I'm not sure how much you're
Listen,
gonna glean.
if you like trolling and shitting on people, this is the place.
Here we go. The Mandalorian. Here we go, guys. His non-spoiler review. Star Wars Izzy John Favreau. Here we go.
What's up, everybody? John Rocha here with my
here we go. This fucking fruitcake.
Mandalorian and Grogu, this brand new Star Wars film that is out in theaters this weekend. The first Star Wars film that we've gotten in theaters in 7 years. It takes the most beloved duo from the Disney Plus era and puts them up on
I hate
the biggest
Pedro
screen
Pascal.
Yeah, he sucks.
Possible. I have seen it. I have thoughts, and I'm going to give them to you here on this non-spoiler review. I'll tell you what works, what doesn't, and whether this thing is worth your hard-earned movie ticket money.
Oh no!
It's not.
Rogan.
Oh no, John! He's got the Supergirl comic. Oh no!
He looks like fat Joe Rogan.
Yeah, he kind of is. A fat Mexican Joe Rogan. That's what he is. Oh no, he's also got one of the shitty ass Disney novels right there. Oh no.
Fucking George Lopez.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
Rock out, fag.
Woo!
So here's the setup without giving anything away. Din Djarin, our Mandalorian, and Grogu are living their life together, and that life gets disrupted when they get sent on a brand new mission to deal with Rada the Hutt. There are factions with competing interests in what Grogu represents, and that puts a target on both of them. What follows is essentially a road movie, or I guess a space road movie, with the two of them navigating a dangerous galaxy while some very powerful forces close in around them. Plot is pretty straightforward, maybe a little too straightforward, but we'll get to that. The core of it is simple. Mando and his little...
Here you go, guys. It's too straightforward, apparently. All right, then.
It sounds like fucking shit.
Yeah. Sounds incredibly boring, yeah.
Green Sun doing what they do best, just like you've seen in the TV show. Now let's start with what this movie absolutely delivers on, and that is the action. Jon Favreau, who directed this, understands spectacle. You guys know this. He made Iron Man, he made The Jungle Book. The man knows how to put of something enormous and make it feel real and dangerous. And that skill is fully on display here. The creature sequences in this film are legitimately thrilling. There are battles with these massive, terrifying creatures that had the audience I saw with genuinely gasping and cheering. I mean, the old lady I was sitting next to grabbed my arm.
Don't lie to me.
Yeah, he's lying. He's lying.
Some old bitch started grasping him. Get the fuck. He was probably in there grasping young kids.
Yeah. Anyways.
Are you throwing friendly fire?
Oh, it ain't friendly at all. Fuck this dude.
Yeah.
During those scenes in the screening. It's the kind of action that earns its runtime and reminds you why you go to a movie theater in the first place. The scale is there, the choreography is there, it's big, it's loud, and it's fun. And then there is a bounty hunter sequence. Now, I won't say who the bounty hunter is, but this sequence...
I won't say who the bounty hunter is, but I will show him on screen right here.
It's Goku.
It's Dave Filoni's self-insert. This is who this is right here.
Sequence is mean in the best possible way. It's tense, it's brutal, and it's exactly the kind of Star Wars action this franchise has been capable of at its best. That sequence alone might be worth the price of admission for some of you. Now, there is a section in the middle of this movie, a Grogu-centric sequence, and I want to be careful here because I don't want to give anything away, but I will say this. If you have followed this character from the beginning of the Mandalorian series, this sequence is going to mean something to you. It's quietly emotional. It's beautifully constructed. It gives you more of Grogu's inner world in a way the show never quite had the time or space to do so. It was my favorite part of the film, honestly. It's the scene that feels the most like a movie and the least like an extended TV episode.
What?
Which is how most of this film felt for me, to be honest.
Oh,
my God. For God's sake, did he cry in the theater?
Probably like a bitch.
I love how he says this Star Wars franchise, not as in like the entire war. He goes, this part of the franchise. Yeah. I like how he does that. He threw that in there real quick. You know, quick motherfucker.
This part of the movie felt like a movie.
No shit.
Just trust me on this one. And look, Pedro Pascal and a puppet, or whatever combination of puppet and CGI they're using this time around, have no business having this
You're
much
a
chemistry.
fucking
But they
puppet.
Dude, fucking what do you? Lord knows what he wants to see Pedro Pascal do with a puppet.
Yeah.
do. They've always had it on the show, and the film leans into that relationship in a way that is genuinely earned. There's warmth here, there's humor here, there's that push and pull between a dad who wants to protect his kid and a kid who is way more capable than the dad might be giving him credit for, and it works. Look, it's always worked, and on a big screen with big sound, it hits differently, and there is a progression in their relationship throughout the movie.
Stop. People need to stop saying it hits different, man. It's over with. That time is done. Just get rid of it. Throw it out the window.
Yeah.
It takes them to the next level, and don't be surprised if some of you find yourselves being a little bit emotional in some of those spots.
No, sorry, Rocha. We're not massive little bitches.
We're not going to start bawling in the theater like you, dude.
Also have to shout out something that is going to be a big moment for the Star Wars animation fans in the building. Zeb Orelios from Star Wars Rebels appears in this
Nobody gives a fuck.
Action.
Yeah, nobody cares.
I don't even know who this motherfucker is.
Well, don't worry, New York Floor Man. You'll figure out when you join us for Phony Filoni Fridays.
I literally watched like all the TV shows and shit and movies just to mock it with you guys, and I don't even know who this motherfucker is.
I know. It's amazing because Filoni does such amazing work with characters. Yeah. Anyways.
And they got it right. They got him right. For those of you who grew up with Rebels or came to it later, seeing that character realized in this way in a theatrical film is a genuinely cool experience.
Not really,
no. Fan service that doesn't feel cynical because it feels considered. Big props for that, and big props to Steve Blum, who comes back to voice Zeb here.
Steve Blum? It's Steve Blum, you idiot.
In the movie. And I think that's the part of the larger thing Favreau is going for here. This movie is designed to work for everyone. It's a 4-quadrant film in the truest.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to work for everyone. That's why we made it completely standalone and accessible for newcomers, but we also threw in a bunch of references that only fans of the show would understand. It's made for everyone. It's totally not inconsistent marketing, guys.
Yeah, wait till you see this random, very niche character, but this is made for everyone.
Yeah.
Like literally right after he said that, he goes and says the other thing. Fucking retard.
With sense. Kids are going to love Grogu, obviously, because the kids have always loved Grogu. That's not an accident.
Really? No, you weirdos love Grogu. You bang your Grogu dolls.
Pretty apathetic to him. I go to church and the kids there really don't give a shit about him. They're like, me, fuck that little kid. Fuck that little cunt. Fucking right in this cunt.
Okay, none of them said the N-word, so I don't believe that.
Yeah, anyways.
Families are going to respond to the emotional core. Action fans get their sequences. Lore nerds get their Easter eggs and callbacks, and and that is not a criticism. There is real craft in making something that plays to a full house, and The Mandalorian and Grogu does that effectively. A lot of younger Star Wars fans, kids who grew up with this show, are going to walk out of this movie elated, and that matters. And I think this is going to be an entry point.
Wait. So you say something that distinct, and I say it's not a criticism as you're critiquing a movie. Isn't that a little fucking redundant?
Yeah, so he's basically saying it's like, so he's basically saying that like it's just more of the same crap here is basically what he's saying.
And I think this is going to be an entry point for kids coming into Star Wars, much like A New Hope was for
It's an entry point for kids coming into Star Wars, even though it's continuing on from The Mandalorian, which itself is an entry point into Star Wars. Dude, how many entry points do we fucking need? John! Anyways.
So many of us back then, much like The Phantom Menace was for so many kids back then as well. And possibly how The Force Awakens has been for some of the
Force Awakens has been doing terribly in that regard.
Newer generation of Star Wars fans. So younger kids might be getting into Star Wars through this movie, through the Mandalorian and Grogu series. So don't be surprised if that happens. And we're reappraising this film in 20 years. All right, so let's deal with the problems, because here's where I have to.
Here we go. Now he's finally getting into some criticisms here. Here we go.
You know he's gonna sugarcoat it. He's gonna sugarcoat the shit out of it, man.
He's fucking Kazuya. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Oh, fuck you, Rocha.
to be honest with you, because this is not a great Star Wars film. It's a good one, maybe a very good one in spots.
Oh, he's just lowering the bar. It's not
It's
great.
not great.
It's good.
Oh, but very good. So which one is it? Great, good, or very good? Make up your mind, shitface.
But it's not great, and here's why. The plot is lightweight. I mean lightweight. There is not a lot of story here.
So basically, there's no fucking story. There's no plot.
There's no plot. It's just
Thanks
action
for
scenes.
telling us from the jump.
It's an excuse plot, yeah.
It's essentially a series of set pieces connected by a thin narrative thread. And if you're looking for something with the dramatic weight of Empire or even Andor, you're not going to find it here. It feels like a very
basically what everybody's been saying like since the fucking movie was announced.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's a very polished season finale of the show rather than a film with its own cinematic identity. And that's a tension that never fully resolves itself. The Hutts. Okay, so the CGI on the Hutts. I don't know what happened here. We have had Hutts in live action going back to the original trilogy.
Are these two Hutts trying to fuck each other? Is this how Hutts fuck in Disney Star Wars? What the hell?
They're docking.
Yeah, they're docking.
In this movie look rough. It's distracting, and there's a storyline involving Rod of the Hutt that the film has to verbally explain to you almost entirely through exposition because the visual storytelling just isn't doing enough work to make you feel the stakes of his situation.
Looks like a big bitch-ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
He looks like John Rocha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, Johnny Coyne is miscast as the main antagonist. I mean, I like Johnny Coyne as an actor. He's done great work. But in this role, in this film, he is not landing as a credible threat. And
I don't know who this...
It looks like he's wearing a normal-ass business suit.
Who the fuck is this dollar store Ben Kingsley? I don't know who the fuck he's even talking about.
Oh, fuck.
In a movie that runs on tension, a villain who doesn't fully convince you he's a villain is a real problem.
Well, he looks like a retard.
I got other
Yeah. He looks like fucking Dr. Evil.
Yeah. He's like, I want $1,000.
Fat bastards are gonna come through and try to eat motherfucking Grogu.
Get in my belly!
Yo, fuck this movie, man. Oh, this is retarded, man. This dude. All right, let's go, man.
To be menacing, I found myself.
Dude, I really love to use the gif of Fat Bass going, boo! I love that one so much.
I mean, now I can't unsee Dr. fucking Evil.
Yeah.
I'm kind of laughing to myself a little bit, to be honest with you. And then there's Sigourney Weaver. And look, Sigourney Weaver
this old bitch.
She is an icon. But I genuinely am not sure what her role in this
Yeah.
movie is supposed to mean or do for the story.
She's useless. She's just there for the sake of getting a paycheck.
She's there because she was an alien.
Yeah. And Ghostbusters.
She made Alien, so space.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
I mean, she's there.
And Ghostbusters, so ugly green creature. Yeah.
She does her thing, like she always does, and then the film kind of moves on. It feels like a piece of a larger puzzle.
Rocha, you fucking idiot. What'd you think they were gonna do with her?
Yeah, fucking Jaguar.
What did you think they were gonna fucking do with her? You fucking idiot.
Hey, there's no reason to say that bad word.
There's
Idiot.
plenty of
Pretty
reasons.
much her character in this is Bill Murray character in Quantumania, I'm imagining.
Yeah.
She's going to have that much of an impact. She can be in there briefly, say some shit, and end up and that's it. We don't see her no more.
Oh, would make more sense in future projects. But as it stands in this movie, I walked out wondering what the point of it was. Oh, and finally...
What is the point of anything in this movie?
For real.
Dave Filoni. My
money.
Man has got to chill.
Money, 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 money.
Everybody's got a price.
You gonna do the rest, John, or no?
Oh, I didn't know we were gonna. Everybody's gonna pay. Because the $1 million man always gets paid.
Yeah, or Filoni in this case. Anyways.
Hell, with the cameos. If you've seen any of the recent Star Wars
Fuck
projects,
off.
you know what
Oh,
I
hey, look, it's Dave Filoni's other self-insert.
talking about. It was charming the first time, maybe even the second time. At this point, it has become a bit.
Oh my god, it's his third self-insert
He's
now.
always
What
gotta
the,
wear his stupid hat.
what the fuck, Filoni?
Oh my
Helmet,
God,
I guess.
you are not Stan Lee, you son of a bitch.
He genuinely thinks he is. Fucking hell.
Not a bit that serves the movie.
He's
Every
like,
time it
I'm the
happens,
apprentice of Star Wars.
pulled out of the
Lucas
film.
trusted me.
Yeah, the Sith apprentice, maybe.
I've
Always
betrayed my
he-
master, and now I have to kill him. Filoni
Who's
shows
go-
up to beat up like aged, decrepit George Lucas, and Lucas still just goes like, "Oh, you're a little bitch," and punches him. He's like, "Oh."
Fucking hell. And then Macho Man comes in, and what do you guys think Macho Man would say to all this?
Ooh, Dave Filoni, you're in the danger zone. So, oh God, I don't remember the quote. It's a fucking great quote that he says, and he
Yeah.
says the danger zone. He's like, I just remember it's north of hell.
Macho Man, what do you think of Dave Filoni wearing cowboy hats like you?
He cannot replicate, he cannot duplicate, he cannot even begin to imitate the macho madness of the cowboy hat. I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna rip every head off and shove it in a place that I cannot say in front of Miss Elizabeth. No.
Yeah. Don't worry, Macho Man. Macho Man is gonna beat Dave Filoni up like Repo Man when Repo Man stole his hat. Anyways, keep going.
The
Why? Because
greatest
watching
match
something
of all
made by
time.
people who are very aware of their own mythology. It's a lot, and it doesn't work anymore. And it reeks of ego, which is something that you do not need in Star Wars at this time. So where does this land? Well, The Mandalorian and Grogu is a genuinely fun theatrical Star Wars experience with sequences that truly sing, a relationship at its center that has never stopped working since the TV show to now, and a directorial sensibility from Favreau that understands what
Directorial.
mass audiences respond to. It's not going to make anybody's Mount Rushmore of Star Wars films for sure, and some of its creative decisions are puzzling in ways that linger with you long after you see the movie. But as a theater experience, as a love letter to a generation of fans who grew up watching a little green baby eating frogs on Disney Plus, it delivers.
God, the first series was, when was the first series? 2019?
Yeah.
Kids ain't
yeah.
that grown up. If they were like 7 when it came out, I guess they'd be 14 now and they'd be embarrassed of themselves.
Yeah. Also, hello, Evan, coming in clutch at the last few minutes of the stream. I was watching this.
Wait.
Evan, are you in a fucking jet turbine? Where are you?
Is
I am in my cave.
All right, well, Evan, you're really echoey. Anyways.
Film 3.5 stars. out of 5.
echo.
Oh yeah, reminds me. Okay, so I was arguing with this guy on Threads who was all like, and that guy probably got me kicked from Threads again. But anyways, I'm arguing with this guy and he's all like you don't understand. Grogu not eating the frog eggs is total character growth. It's like, okay, how does character significantly grow from that? He stopped eating the eggs. Okay, well, how did he grow from that? He stopped eating the eggs! It's like, what
And
does
then-
it mean, though?
And then.
And then? How did that affect his character going forward? What would he have done if he didn't stop eating the eggs? He would have kept eating the eggs! Well, how did that pay off in a future moment with any other character? He stopped eating the eggs! It's like, it's apparently Grogu's entire character arc is just,
Whether
he
he ate
stops
eggs or
eating
not.
frog eggs.
But Backseater, you fail to understand.
I'm sorry, Evan, what?
Did he eat eggs or did he not eat eggs?
If he stopped eating the eggs, he stopped eating the eggs.
Eggs.
Boy, you're blowing my mind, man. Yeah.
But yes, as I was saying earlier, in case you guys didn't hear me, I noticed you guys were only at 5 viewers, so I figured my presence could get you guys up to 7.
Yeah.
There you
You're
go.
not a viewer now. You're on the
Yeah.
show. You gotta view it, man.
It's very excellent work on Filoni's part. But
We had some
Heyo.
random dude come in and try to troll us at first, and then he ended up engaging with us pretty much and watching some stuff and talking.
I'm
But
not
I honestly,
engaged, so
I gotta be honest. I think he wants to use some clips to try to make some of us look bad.
probably,
out of context.
I don't know.
I think that's what he came in
I
here
mean,
for.
people can do that without being on the show, so.
But
Yeah,
can
no,
Grogu
no.
finish the excellent challenge, though? That is the question here.
I think he could. I think he could.
I bet
You
Bret
guys-
Hart could because he's the excellence of execution.
Yeah, but I don't think he can because there's no jam here, and Bret Hart, he's a real jam up guy,
He would give a 20-minute promo on it, like we've been watching some '97 Raw episodes. Be like, and this next,
You know,
thing
it's funny.
about that fruit bowl and those eggs. I don't like them. It's like, Brett, get on with it.
Yeah. What?
You know, it's
Evan?
funny. I actually met the guy that voices Rigby in regular show.
Oh,
And I was
yeah?
also talking to him about his portrayal of Dr. Octopus. And I mentioned how it was excellent.
Yeah, good shit. Good shit. Anyway, let's keep going here. Let's finish this shit up.
Stars. I had a fun experience, and honestly,
Fun.
that's enough. Well, that's my review.
Oh, sometimes that's enough. Just
This is
have
not one of
fun.
those
You know, it's funny. This guy, John Rocha, calls himself the Outlaw. But yet, I'm not really feeling that sort of aura with him and his hipster glasses.
No, it's
Oh,
not a
yeah.
good gimmick, Rocha. Change it up.
He used to wear a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
I think it's because he can't wear headphones with it.
Yeah.
He should call himself John.
That or maybe his hat was too big and it couldn't fit on him because his brain is too small.
Yeah.
He should call himself the retard.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I like the sentiment, but that wasn't very creative.
Yeah.
It
Anyways,
doesn't
keep
need to
going.
be creative. It just has to be true.
Non-spoiler as promised. If you want to get into the full spoiler breakdown, and there is a lot to dig into in this movie, that video is
yeah.
coming, whether it's a solo one with me or with the Geek Buddies. So make sure you
Oh boy, the
subscribe
Geek Buddies with him and his gay friend.
No.
to the channel down below and hit that bell button so you see when we drop that spoiler review
Yeah.
of The Mandalorian and
Guy's like cocksucking hand there.
Grogu. And drop your thoughts of what you thought of the movie if you go see it this weekend. I want to hear from you. Did it work for you? Did it not work for you? I want to hear where you stand on this one. Are you Team
I
Mando
want you.
or are you not Team Mando? Let me know. All right,
No.
that's it for me. Make sure you follow me at
I'm on Team Original Mando, the original Mandalorians from the original expanded universe, Sukui Gar!
That's toxic.
Oh,
Imagine
whatever.
being like 60 years old and talking like a high school news or TV news reporter. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for the high school
Yeah.
news.
Hey, how do you
Like-
fellow kids?
Well, no, New York 4, man. According to Anthony Gramuglia, that's how all reviews ought to be. That's why Star Wars Explained is the best Star Wars critic. Because he delivers all his reviews like news reports.
Oh my God.
Anyways,
These are
Backseater.
terrible. These are-
I should probably tell you the real reason why I arrived to this live stream.
Yeah, why?
Is it to troll?
Forge just released on his YouTube channel his review of The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh,
Or rather, his
sweet
non-review,
baby
I should
Jesus.
say.
Oh,
Oh,
sweet
And I don't want to
baby
watch the whole thing alone, so I wanted to offer you guys a chance to watch it alongside with me.
Oh, this will be interesting.
some torture for us. Thank you.
Where is this
I mean-
fucker?
Just look on his YouTube channel. It should be the
yeah.
first video pop right
Oh
up.
my god. Okay, hang on here, y'all. Hold up. So, first things first, before we get to the fucking video, and then after this video, I'll read off the comment section. First of all, rule of fucking thumb. Anyone who fucking uses a fictional character for their icon is just flat out a retard. Forge, Brandon, they're fucking retards because they don't use themselves or original icons as their like icons basically. So anyone who doesn't use this shit is just already a red flag here. So
I
not a good.
understand concealing identity on the internet personally.
Well, then make something new then, or don't have an icon at all. Anyways,
Yeah, I don't really have strong feelings on that one.
I mean, credit where credit is due to Ant. At least he got that memo and made a cartoon version of himself as his avatar.
No.
And me, I have an original lizard character in a cowboy hat. Therefore, I am also not a retard.
Yeah.
Well,
also,
this is a
Forge
fictional-
out.
I'm actually
Forge-
have a Seamus avatar that I've been using this whole time.
I mean, I do kind of see the resemblance between you and Seamus, John. I mean, you're both pasty redheads.
Has he banged any of the hot divas?
I don't think
That's the only time that
I remember off the top of my head, no. But I remember Daniel Bryan at that time. He was pulling, like he pulled the Bella twins and he pulled Gail Kim.
Both of them?
Yeah.
All of them.
Well, that's the name in this instance.
Yeah, and also Forge out here being a fake ass fan, like a Forge. I've already caught you, fucking calling it Legends. I already caught you because there was a time on Discord. It was very brief. Forge was using the Legends reprint of the Plagueis novel as his profile pic. I caught him there, and the next thing you know, he changed it back because I called him out. So I don't want to hear any bullshit where Forge is legitimately like a real Star Wars fan. He absolutely is not. He still considers TCW canon. So as long as he is in that camp, he will forever be a fake fan. And yeah, Raptor, exactly. Forge blocked you on Twitter. He still has me blocked on Twitter. And anyone who blocks you on Twitter is a little bitch. That's just a rule of thumb. So let's just check out this fucking, like, God, that face right there. That is just the most punchable face in the world. This is more punchable than fucking Anthony's face. My God. This man
I
needs
will
to be
forever
thrown, like...
associate that face with man panties, unfortunately.
Oh my God. Tell him about it, Evan. Tell it all. Tell the whole world.
Well, first let me turn off my kitchen timer real quick.
Evan,
Sorry,
you're
I'm
burning your
cooking in the
dinner.
middle of something as we're streaming. Hold on.
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
Anyways,
cook.
long ago, back when I was a part of the Knights of Melvin server, which is also where I met Backseater and Forge and the rest of you fine folks here, you know, besides New York, Florida man, but I'm sure you know all about that server. Anyways,
Florida man,
Forge, when I was talking with him for like a whole 5 hours, I don't even want to get into much details on what was going on there, mostly because I don't remember all the details. It was mostly him crying and me pretending like I care. But as he showed me his Instagram, I came across some rather unsettling photos of him posing in a mirror as if he is some kind of superhero on par with Superman or He-Man, but instead of colorful underwear, it was underwear in the pattern of tiger stripes and jaguar spots. And when I say man panties, it's not like the kind of trunks that you would see in pro wrestling, but I'm talking about like Australian male stripper man panties.
I know.
Which is ironic because Forge is actually from Australia, so rather on brand.
Oh, shit. So yeah.
And I sadly still have one of those images downloaded on my computer for some reason.
Oh God,
yeah.
Downloaded. Why?
So yeah.
Probably for blackmail reasons, but...
Exactly. But yeah, overall, disgusting human being here. This fake fan. No one should associate with him at all. And he's also a massive crybaby. Because, John, you were there when me and Solar had that offline debate. You and Solar were moderating. Me and him were having a debate. Holy shit, what a crybaby there. Holy hell. You know what you remember, right, John?
Yeah. I mean, he's got some personal stuff that, like, I'm not going to say I understand, but it's like, all right, that's fine. As far as, like, why you had a problem with certain things being said, but also you can't really be expected for everybody to know your personal history when you make a video or some shit.
Yeah, every time, like, I would like begin to make a point, he would instantly be on it, yell, scream, cry, whine all over the point. Oh my God, what a terrible debate that was. Holy hell.
Yeah, not much was accomplished.
Yeah, nothing was accomplished. He did not budge an inch. I was super patient with the guy, and oh my God, what a titty baby. Completely useless to humanity. But anyways, let's watch this
titty
shit
baby?
here.
What the hell does that even mean?
Titty baby means like a crybaby. Anyways.
Hey guys, Star Wars Forge here, and I was just, this morning scrolling through the internet because I was curious to read the plot summary of the Mandalorian Grogu movie that recently came out, because I have no intention of going to see it because it's utter shit.
God, I feel so uncomfortable right now.
It's fine to not see it. I still wouldn't. I'm not sure if I would go with a plot summary to really make any sort of judgment. I mean, I could make fun of the plot summary, but at least he's being upfront about what he did. He's not being a Star Wars theory where he acts like he read something and then just
it. Yeah. He just copies the Wikipedia article.
Points for honesty. If that's, I always say this, as long as, even if I disagree with what you're doing, at least if you tell me what you're doing and you're not lying about it, I'll give you some credit.
Right. Anyways, let's see here.
And it is everything that I thought it would be. This shit is basically a big filler episode extended.
Which is what Rocha said too, to be honest. He just said it in a nice way. Where he was like, is it season 4? Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, why is he walking in a circle in his house? What the hell?
Yeah, as a rule, and this is a pet peeve of mine, normally it's Backseat or the one getting pissed over things, but I can't stand vertical videos with the big horizontal black space.
Yeah.
The most I'll do is an old game. Well, not even that, because then I'll have a background to fill in the space.
I mean, the only vertical videos that I can tolerate are the occasional TikToks. Or the occasional Instagram reels.
That's made for a vertical platform, though. I'm talking about on
precisely.
YouTube. Yeah. Unless it's a short, those are kind of made for vertical, but
so ditch the vertical black spaces and go horizontal, or go all black like what Briscoe does. Yeah.
Black.
Anyways,
2-hour plus film. I don't think it was even worthy of releasing in cinemas. Really, Disney? This is going to be your first movie in, 7+ years? Because the other movies that you've been releasing have been utter shit? Okay, for all the people out there, this movie is just generic Mandalorian Season 3 crap. With filler episodes, no actual plot. It's basically Rocha the Hutt getting into.
I always say that whenever Fringy does it too.
Yeah.
To some trouble with those incest twins, and Bounty Hunter Embo comes along. He's hired by the villains to go after Mando, and also in this movie, there is nothing but Grogu cuteness. It's just more of Din Djarin or the Mandalorian fucking hell of being a glorified.
I will say, I'm not sure how you could glean that from a Wikipedia summary.
Yeah.
It's maybe another review would have mentioned that, but how do you know how many Grogu cute scenes there are if you didn't watch it?
Yeah,
like I'll be doing later tonight.
Annie to a little cute little fucking baby alien that is 50 years old who fucking can't talk. So I'm just gonna say, if you want to actually,
God, he sounds so gay. I was just gonna say
he's definitely not a fan of the women, is he?
No. He's a fan of wearing women's clothes, but not a fan of actually digging through women's clothes, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, what was that? It was a Nostalgia Critic review. It was a Halloween review where he was pretending to be comatose by the movie Alone in the Dark. And so he was typing on a keyboard, Stephen Hawking, and just going and it was doing a robot voice of everything that he was typing. And so fucking, I think it was, who's the one who went crazy? The game reviewer?
Spoony?
Yeah, Spoony was there as a guest because it was before he went crazy. And he's like, look at what I can make Nostalgia Critic do. And he starts typing on his keyboard. He's like, I like to wear women's clothing. I like to wear women's clothing. I like to wear women's clothing.
Anyways,
spend or invest your money into something great I would recommend you pick up a copy of George.
Yeah, there it is! That's the fucking book I was talking about! Look at this! This guy is a fake-ass fan! He is right here, like fucking holding a Legends reprint of an EU novel, and he expects me to sit here. He expects us all to sit here and believe that he's a real fan. He doesn't call it Legends. But like, here he is, right fucking here, holding this Disney-ass, bastardized reprint of an EU book. This is what I'm fucking talking about. And here he is. He is literally holding the smoking gun that proves him a fake fan. God. And people get on my case. Look at this fucking guy. Look at this.
Don't buy the Legends prints.
Oh my God! Evan, has he ever told you why he buys the Legends reprints and not the original prints?
Not that I'm aware of. He probably has, but I don't bother listening.
All right, well, Evan, you gotta ask.
Evan's so mean.
Yeah, Evan, you gotta ask him just for clarity's sake. But don't tell him I asked. But anyways,
George Lucas Star Wars.
No, don't worry. As a matter of fact, I don't even
Darth
think
Plagueis.
he'll know that his review is being reviewed by us. Bit of a reviewception going on here.
Reviewception, yeah.
Lucas Star Wars. Star Wars, Darth Plagueis, James Luceno.
Wars, nothing but Star Wars.
It's
And remember,
Yeah.
fellas, Forge here is going through his Plagueis era.
Yeah.
His Plagueis glow up.
Yeah, and yet he still is a big simp for Kamari Vosa. Yeah. Anyways.
Luceno. It's better. Not only that, you get to have a physical copy, or if you're interested, get the audiobook.
Oh yeah, sure. Pay the fucking audiobooks for Disney. Of course, hand Disney money and listen to their audiobooks. Of course. I'm not a Disney shill, but I totally buy Disney reprints and Disney audiobooks. But I'm not a Disney shill, you guys. I'm a real fan.
Can
Give
we
me a
stop
fucking
all this
break.
already and talk about Dragon Balls? For fuck's sake.
Don't worry, dear friend. Just a minute left.
George Lucas Star Wars?
That is not George Lucas Star Wars. That's not a George Lucas cover, you fucking idiot.
Great. 6 films, expanded universe, Plagueis novel, masterful.
Why'd you list the
masterpiece.
Plagueis novel separate from the expanded universe?
I don't know.
Disney Star Wars? You're gonna be disappointed. And all the people who are shilling for this movie, you're gonna say, oh, toxic hater, toxic this, toxic that. I know the whole shtick. It doesn't work anymore. So I'm just gonna love you guys and leave you here and stuff. One more thing.
Nah, Forge, I wish you just straight up leave us. We don't need you. You're completely useless. You're annoying. You're a wolf in sheep's clothing, and we just generally don't like you. Anyways.
I really am looking forward to this movie flopping because when the shills realize that it flops, they're all gonna go into damage control and.
Well, don't worry, Forge. Even if this movie flops, Disney will be a-okay because you gave them money buying Disney reprints and Disney audiobooks. So don't worry, Forge. Disney will be a-okay because of you.
Aim all the toxic white man and biggest.
Why
It's
do
not
I
gonna work anymore.
I just don't buy his shtick. You know,
It's a little
like,
bit
I
of a
don't buy that.
cliche call out, I have
Yeah.
to say. It's like,
Yeah.
you gotta be a little more creative at this point. Like, this narrative is sort of played out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, your tactics. You tried this bullshit with the acolyte. Not anymore. Bye.
What a piece of shit human being, I swear to God. He needs to get buried.
Backseater with some strong feelings on Forge.
Yeah, man.
Oh, anyways, guys,
Well,
Briscoe.
Forge, they have strong feelings for one another. Do you see the way Forge used to talk to Backseater back on the Knights of Melvin server?
Ooh.
Oh no, what? What does he say to me over
I just
there?
remember Knights of Melvin's chat where you two would immediately just descend into chaos and then get kicked. It was always
Yes,
the
you
funniest
two
part
went
of
at
the
each
beginning
other
of a
with the
Melvin
nearest sexual
stream.
amount of relish.
It was kind of like in a Royal Rumble.
Mostly
It's
on
like you have
Forge's
two
side,
rivals and they just start beating the shit out of each other and then they both get thrown over the rope right at the start.
Yeah.
It's like Stone Cold and The Rock just start going at each other and then they never fucking win the Rumble again.
Anyways, final thoughts on the Rocha and Forge videos, Briscoe.
Well, Rocha was fucking exactly what I thought it would be.
It's
you know,
Rocha, not Rocha. I'm not a roach.
Rocha, fuckface, whatever.
I had to buy you dinner first.
It was exactly what I thought it would be. A bunch of fucking excuses and with minimal critique. And Star Wars Forge, I mean, I don't know much about him.
You don't want to know much.
Yeah, I was basically just going to say that. I don't really want to know much.
Well, luckily, my brief synopsis on my time with Forge should give you an idea.
John, final thoughts on Rocha and Forge?
I don't have many strong feelings on Forge other than, I agree with most of the message. The problem is it was a little bit generic in there. And then also, don't buy the Legends books. I mean, if you got to listen to an audiobook, do it on YouTube or something where at least they don't get, or on Rumble with a Star Wars Marvel Purists channel where he has uploaded, one of his channels where he has uploaded a lot of the audiobooks and such on Rumble there. Good stuff. And then Rocha, well, we all know my feelings on him. He's a little fake tough guy. He's always like, he would probably see this review of his work and be like, you know what? I'd like to come to your house and beat you up, and he'll never do anything.
To that I say, come at me, Rocha. Come at me. I ain't afraid of hitting an old man. New York Foreman, final thoughts on Rocha and Forge?
Well, with Forge, I mean, I'm gonna piggyback over John with the whole generic thing because he came off as very generic, just repeating things that, just sound like keywords, using shit like that, and all of that the way he was coming off. So he seemed disingenuous, like almost as if like he's just trying to play the guy who's acting anti-woke. You know what I mean? But with Rocha, we all called it as usual. We all knew exactly what he was gonna fucking say. And what was his excuses or his defenses of the movie? Fun.
It's fun.
Nostalgia, key jingling. You're going to see characters from this and that. And, there you go. We all called it and we did it.
We did it.
By the way,
We did it.
Hey, Arctic Threat, stop being a self-hating Jew. Your people ain't that bad, man. They're all right.
Yeah, Evan, final thoughts on the fucking Forge and Rocha videos?
Well, I didn't see much at the Rocha video, but I'm going to take everyone's word and say that it was a spoiler-free review and Rocha was relatively soft on it. Mostly because he wants access to the Starfighter premiere or the Rey Jedi Order premiere, which is probably going to happen in like 2035 or so.
Hell yeah, he's even got front row seats with the DA. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's sitting right next to Sharmina Boy Chinoy. He's just going to whisper in her ear how much of a great lady she is and how she is a trailblazer for all the women who's been oppressed only for like 8 years or so.
Yeah. Anyways, let's read some chats here before we head out. Zeo Gold, sorry guys, I didn't read these throughout the whole thing. Zeo Gold says, you won't believe this. Some idiot is saying that Baldur's Gate 3 and Expedition 33 are the same type of game as Mixtape. What the shit?
What?
What? I hate to see.
Good Lord, not
I hate to
Mixtape.
see what Active Threat has to say about Detective Conan. Oh no. EFAP is crapping on you? Yeah, they crapped on my fucking video of me crapping on Green. Yeah.
But hey,
Anyways,
that's
It was like a while ago.
That's an
Or are they
achievement
still
right
doing
there.
it?
I don't think they're still doing it. No, I emailed Mauler to a debate. He ghosted me on it, so EFAP's scared of me. Zeo Gold says Star Wars Rebels is okay. No, it isn't. Zeo Gold, come on. Marcellus 87 says Disney Lucasfilm lies. Once they killed off Han, Luke, and Leia, all bets are off. Any company that kills off their main character, their bread and butter, they're dead in the water. Disney killed off the EU so they could cater to the normies. The 2003 Clone Wars and Clone Wars Volume 1 to 9 from Dark Horse are far superior to Filoni's crap. That is true. Guess you guys never heard of Dragon Ball The Magic Begins. No, never heard of it. And yeah, Raptor 900's right. Rebels is trash. John says, isn't that some foreign adaptation from Indonesia or something? I'm pretty sure it is. And yeah, Rebels is terrible. Filoni sucks at directing his show. Calling Dragon Ball The Magic Begins a Dragon Ball movie is like calling something the really shitty Dragon Ball Code of Pain a Dragon Ball adaptation. That's Andor for you, Active Threat. I really struggle to call it a piece of Dragon Ball media because it's so loosely based on it. And Rampager is right. It's Trapper Wolf. That is correct. All right, guys, we're gonna head out of here. So if you guys enjoyed this stream, please give it a thumbs up, comment below thoughts, stream, subscribe to more streams like this. We'll see you guys next time in the backseat. Take care.